case, get off.
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm hitting buttons over here left and right. How's everybody's Friday night going? Mine's going ridiculous. I know that. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick to start this intro, and then whoever's back here, I'll let you up. Give me just a minute.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you want play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hey love, what's up?
I miss you, so I wanted to come up and say hello. We've both been so busy.
I know, it's been crazy.
You know, fun fact, someone else is using your intro song now.
Yeah, I heard that.
The
Hold on,
irony.
I'm going to throw this
right?
cover up real quick because I have somebody in the back and I don't know who it is. So hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
What? Okay, it's a real person. Okay, I just wanted
It's
to
a
make sure.
real person. I'm not going to porn bomb you. Gen X knows me. It's Rada.
Rada.
I was like, I don't know who this is. I've never had him up here, and I don't want to get bombed right now. So
No, I've seen it. I've seen your link in a couple of your shows, so I thought I would just come out and say hello. Was that your new intro that you're going to do?
Well,
She
that
has been.
somebody made it for me.
Oh,
All right.
which part? Your rockin' one or the country one?
Well,
Which-
the country song is actually, it was for the little outro that was made for me. Because, see, I'm not really like a YouTuber, so I don't really know much about outros and intros and shit like that. So, you know, my friends made them for me, and I just, I was a hot ass mess just hitting a whole bunch of buttons. So.
What up, Rada?
All right. Well,
What
thanks for having me up. Can I just give a shout out to my boo?
Who's your boo? Which one?
Fuck you, Jill.
What? Is it our Jill Jax from here?
Are you being nice? Are you guys playing good? Are you playing? No, what am I trying to say? Are we playing nice, Rada? Or did you jump already?
I think he's gone.
Hopefully they're playing nice.
Is he talking about our Jill or what?
Well, I would think so. Yeah. It's got to be, hopefully. I haven't been around, so hopefully everything is pretty good. Like, swish! Rada and Joe good? He just hopped up and said, fuck you. The fuck? What's going on, Queen?
Give me 1 second. I got to get some medicine. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, Broken Justice, are you ready for Tuesday? Okay, so we're laughing. I'm assuming. Where's what? I don't see. Oh wait, there she is. Where is she? Why don't I see her? Awesome. Why can't I see Jill? It must be delayed. I'm streaming. Okay. Jill, are you and Rada getting along? As ready as I'm gonna be, girl. The rest are ready as well. So I'm gonna actually make all the good hoes. I'm gonna be working on a video tomorrow for an intro for Tuesday. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Y'all get to see my ugly mug. So yeah, are we going to have partners or teams like twos? I think it's just like individually. We're just gonna. Well, I think we're just gonna like.
So I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay. So I babysat my nephew, and when I had him over here, he went in for a sleep study test last night, and he was at the hospital for an hour and a half. And they came in and said, "Oh, he tested positive for COVID. He has to go home."
Oh
so,
no!
Yeah, and I guess they didn't test him or they waited. I don't know. But he was there for an hour and a half before they came in and said, "You need to go home." Well, I had him here, and so my little one is now woke up with a headache. She doesn't feel good, sore throat. So here we go again.
Yep.
So I had to give her some medicine. That's what I was doing right now.
Yeah. So vitamin C, you know all the things.
Yep, all the things, baby.
Oh, you're so cute, Broken. She went and got her hair did and everything for Tuesday. You're so cute. My kids are going to be watching. They've been laughing all week about it. Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun. We're talking about the Bean Boozled game we're playing on Tuesday. So I think it's myself, AYB, Broken Justice, Cheeky KT, and Without Borders. Right? Yeah, I think I got them all. AYB, me, Broken Justice, Cheeky, and so 5 of us. And we're going to be on AYB's channel, and we're going to all cam up, and we're going to play Bean Boozled. Do you know what that game is? It's a jelly. Oh, girl. Okay. So it's made by Jelly Belly, right? You know how good they are with their flavors. Well, they have, I can't look at it right now, but they have, let's say the coconut ones, they're white, right? So they have two white ones. One is rotten milk and one is coconut. Some of the green ones are like pear, juicy pear, and boogers. One's like chocolate and canned dog food, right? Like, and you have to pick one. Like, if you'll spin the little thing, it'll land on one, and you gotta eat one, and you better pray you got the coconut one and not the rotten milk one.
Yeah.
Girl, they have. I'll talk to you after the live. They have some of the nastiest flavors ever. They have like dishwater, vomit. I'm not gonna make everybody in your chat sick, so I'll stop.
So are all y'all gonna go buy a box of these? And
we already did. We all.
Everybody went and got a box of them.
Yeah, we all waited. Until everybody had their game, and we're gonna go. It's 6:30 Eastern on AYB's channel this Tuesday. This coming the 26th. We're gonna cam up and pray to God we don't barf on camera. So if you have a weak stomach, don't watch. So.
Well, that'll be fun.
It's gonna be so fun, and it's so needed, right?
Okay, so who's all going to be there? You, Jill, AYB, and who else? No, ma'am.
It's myself, Broken Justice, Chicky KT.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Without.
Well, you girls are going to get down. You know what? You're going to have to remind me. I hope I can come and watch.
Yes, I will. I'll send you. I'll put it in our chat.
Yeah, I was super bummed when I missed yours. I'm like, God dang it.
And so that's what replay's for, girl, when you have time. But I appreciate you shared it, and I really appreciate that. It was a really important message, and
yes, it was.
It got out. Yeah. So, and then I'm already starting research on my next one. So, what have you been up to other than people stealing your shit?
Just been busy, and
Right.
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know Bullhorn had the same little intro song that I did. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the
What the
hell?
hell?"
What the hell?
AYB, she says it good. Like a boot. I used to laugh so fucking hard when she would say about, because she'd say a boot,
About.
a boot.
So
I don't know. I've been watching the Dre McRae stuff, and then I was watching the Jimmy Con shit, and he's out here threatening and doxing children and shit. And he said he was gonna RAP an 11-year-old and yes, girl, yes, out here talking all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, I could not believe half the shit he said. He called perplexed QT. You guys know, Laura.
Yeah,
She came up here when I was doing the Wadsworth kids interview. Okay, so yeah, she came up here, and he called her ex-husband and fucking tried to get him to talk shit about her.
Okay.
And then called her son a fat bastard and told Laura that if he ever tries to get on a football team, it'll be over his dead body.
What?
Then he told Salty he was gonna SA his child, and yeah, this is Jim Terry, fake PI Jim Terry, saying all this shit.
Right.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Is he like not?
No, the dude is zero self-aware. Yeah.
This is the hill you want to die on, huh?
Right. Yeah. Oh, it'll be okay, Chicky. I mean, it'll be possibly gross, but it'll be okay. Don't be scared. Have you talked with that creator about using your stuff? I don't want to talk about it if you've already discussed it in private.
No. I actually just went in. I went in and made a comment, but apparently she had already done that during her live, and I just didn't know that. I guess I bet she pinned my comment, so I went in and left it like, "Hey, if you want to see the original interview, here it is." Because when she had named her thing, like, I did an interview with the Wadsworth kids. No, you came to my interview and talked to them and asked them a couple questions. That's what you did. But
yeah, that, you know me, I get mama bear. I was like, I was telling you.
But I just,
feel right.
it is what it is. I don't know. I watched that interview today. I wish, I hope Good Egg can come up here, because I really want to play that. Candace did an interview today, and pretty much I'm guessing from what she said, basically the two people they have in custody just have to speak up and tell them where her son's at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she said that the people that are out here searching, getting paid, getting all kinds of donations and all kinds of money and all kinds of bullshit to be out here searching, shouldn't even be out here searching, because the FBI searched. They have a big ass team that searched, and she's like, people are out here trying to play the hero, thinking they're going to get a reward, and that's not going to happen. Actually, what they're doing is tainting the crime scene.
Right.
Where the FBI is at, and it needs to be preserved because it was botched from the beginning. So,
right.
He addressed the rumors and the bullshit about her, the rumors about Dylan being gay.
Yeah.
That, of course, Jim Terry made that up too.
Jim motherfucking Jack. I was listening to one of your lives the other morning, and I mean, made a good point that, you guys have accomplished what you meant to do. So, I mean, bravo to you guys. I mean, holy shit. I was just telling somebody else today, I'm so freaking proud of you. Like, with all your work with the Summer Wells case, and now this, it's miles away compared to what
tough.
we
And you know what?
used
There's
to.
a whole lot of shit going on in the Summer Wells case. I'm actually about to do a live probably in the next day or two on Summer Wells case and address some things that need to be addressed. And then I probably will not speak on it very often unless the the police put out something, or there's like a press conference type thing or whatever, because the police and FBI need to be able to do their job. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you have anything? Oh, I caught that. Your Dre, is it Dre McCrae? Yeah, did I say it right?
Yes.
Holy
And did you see where his yes, and his parents, I guess his mom got to go see him. His dad got to go see him, and his brother. They didn't take it very well, but they got to go see him, and I guess they snuck him in there. I don't know, but I know that there's a whole lot of drama going on about all that too right now. So
yeah, right. So and the same old shit's going on in the other community that I used to be a part of. Same shit, different day. As a matter of fact,
oh my God, listen to this, you guys. So I got a link sent to me from this guy's stream, and his name's Whiskey or Wog, I think they call it. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, he had like an 11-hour stream yesterday, and tell me why.
Oh God.
I got a clip. Yes, I got a clip of the glare going up on panel, sounding like a complete doofus. It's like, bro, I can't believe somebody's using my name, bro. I'm so fucking mad, bro. Girl, look. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to send it to you so you can hear it. It's just he sounds so stupid. Like he just it's so stupid you have to laugh at it. You know what I mean?
Got it.
He's like, look, he's like, Granny's look.
Wait, what?
That Wog guy or whatever. He's all mad. He's like, Granny's watching the Bad Apple, and she's sitting right next to another Bad Apple, Perplex QT. They're both bad apples, bro. Like they're really fucking mad. They're really trying to be mad about Granny's watching, and he's like, Wog's like, yeah. Granny's watching. She's like a horrible person, man. He's like, and she's been using your name, man. And Claire's like, I'm fucking pissed, bro. He's like, bro, why is she fucking using my fucking name? She ain't fucking my fucking name. Vivian's like, well, she was up on your panel. He's like, bro, she wasn't fucking on my fucking panel, bro. I'm like, you're pretty damn broing and fucking a lot for 5 a.m. So I just woke up and I'm real fucking mad right now. Like,
what?
It just sounded so damn stupid. I just could not help it.
Was he?
You're 45 and working the fucking jam.
God. So he was. Oh my! I can't even.
The memories Pandora box holds.
Right. I'm not laughing my ass off. They brought a pool that was way, way too big for the area I have for it. They were trying to fit it in there. You should have. Oh no, broken. Didn't they say that he opened his
look, that
eyes
girl
today?
said, he woke up drunk and was drinking vodka. I swear to God, look, I wish I could play the clip for you guys right now because listen, it sounded. Oh my God, good egg. Yes, get up here, girl. Get up here. Why does him and Michael Long look like twins?
Shut up.
Hold on.
Okay. In the hospital, they let him drink alcohol. Wait, who's in the hospital? Copying his idol. No. Oh, I just missed it. I got out of comments.
Oh, they definitely look. Somebody sent this shit to me. I was like, and they were like, "You see a resemblance, girl? Why the fuck did I laugh so damn hard? I damn near spit my fucking pop out." Hold on.
Can I? Okay, cool. Shit, I missed it. Let's see. I can't. Okay.
The blonde. I just cannot.
He forgot to do his eyebrows and his beard. I can't. No.
That's my face right there looking at both of them.
Oh God, I love it. Oh shit, that's amazing.
I could not, you guys. Like, what?
Twinning! Hey, naughty Audie. Hey, Kelly. That's twice I've seen you here I almost said Facebook. I need to go to bed. Holy shit. Twice I've seen you on YouTube. Pecan! I don't know. It was terrifying, though.
Pecan Pie, you came in right at the right time. I can't believe Blair and Michael looking like the damn same. Like, what the hell? They were rode hard and put away wet.
So would that be considered single white male?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. Ew, that's creepy. No. Oh, I love that one. That one. These crack me up. Yes, the water boy one. Where's Roll? Oh. Shit. Oh God. Is that one still around?
That was a slip.
That was a slip.
I'm gonna try and delete that one. I was trying to delete it and it clicked on it, but I mean, hell with it.
Right.
Whatever. Shook as fuck right here. What they do? They look like they got, but they look like they both. I mean, they really do. Like they really do look a real.
Yeah. Someone forgot to do his eyebrows. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna make noise. Hang on.
You guys, okay, so listen, there's a whole lot of shit going on. What do you guys think about this Dre and Dre McCrae and Vaughn McCrae and all that? What do y'all think about that? You think she poisoned him? Or you think that shit that she's got is? You think that shit that she eats is like poisoning him, or what do you guys think?
So for me, I've seen a lot of creators covering it, but I haven't watched. Yours was the first one I watched about the story. It's, I think we kind of discussed it a little. Like, I feel like there's a hint of Munchausen by proxy, only because she was trying to like put the crap in his feeding tube and shit like that. But I mean, if prior to him ending up in the hospital, if he was he willingly taking this stuff? I'm assuming. I don't know enough about it. I just, I don't trust it. I don't trust the whole him trying to, unalive himself. Just, I have a lot of questions, I guess. But you said,
yeah, he's a grown man and a Marine. So, I mean, he took that shit himself.
Like we can't sit here and say that,
okay.
I don't know. I can't say that she poisoned him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a real hard time with he feeds himself. It's not like she sits and spoon feeds him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't hold him down and force him to take that powder shit. You know what I mean? Special K, whatever. So it's not like, can't say she forced him, but I'm sure happy wife, happy life. And if he didn't, I'm sure he was going to be miserable, and they all had that alkaline vegan diet, and you could hear her son saying, "Mom, I'm tired of eating mangoes. I want some chicken nuggets."
Yeah. Oh. So
hold on. He says, "Hi, Queen Bee. What's your opinion on Doug talking about helping to dox the 14-year-old kid of perplexed QD? I think it's fucking bullshit, and I don't think he should be doxing any children. He would be fucking hot if somebody doxed his fucking kids. Mm-hmm. And he knows damn well he'd be madder than fuck if somebody put his children's names and all their shit out. He better stop it."
Yeah, because, I mean, we see it all the time. It's only a matter of time.
Then is it
before
okay to
somebody
be
does it.
fucking doxing kids and making kids' lives hard because somebody hurt your fucking feelings on YouTube? Stop that shit.
Right. I know. Yeah.
That kid ain't got nothing to do with his mom being on fucking YouTube, acting a damn donkey's ass. That'd be like me fucking reaching out to his fucking kids or doing some shit like that to his kids. I mean, which I would never. But, you know, he would feel the same. He would be fucking pissed.
Good point. Excuse me, Al. I think, yeah, I believe that was the McRae's were Jehovah's Witness. Is that true? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Well, she is. I don't know if he is, but I know she is. Sure.
If he was brain dead, he definitely wouldn't be recovering. So he was either never brain dead.
Yeah, I've heard
or
he was recovering too. And then they said actually the girls' dad went and filed for emergency custody of the girls.
Oh, wow.
So somebody decided to go get all the police reports from Dre and Vaughn's house. And the police were called to their house 25 times. They said Vaughn didn't call once. That she called and they had a couple like people from YouTube call and a couple like people, neighbors and such. But that mainly she was the one calling and there was 25 calls.
Jeez. Okay, thanks, that girl. Yeah. Audie, I heard you speaking on that on some, maybe it was on Queen's panel that I was listening to about putting that stuff in his YouTube. That's crazy.
Okay, excuse me. I said if he was brain dead, he definitely wouldn't be recovering. So he either never was brain dead or he isn't recovering. One or the other.
She had a dropper of stuff she put in his. Whoa!
Hi.
Hey, chick, what's up?
I just feel like under the weather, but hopefully I just have to like get into like the mood for like I need a laugh or something, I think.
Girl.
Get Audie up here, you'll laugh.
I mean, the picture of Will helped a lot.
Oh,
yes, I was gonna say I had to flash. I couldn't believe when I got that. I'm like, oh my god, they're twinning. What the fuck? They look like they were rode hard, put away wet.
When I first saw the picture, I was like, did Will join a boy band? Like I was very confused. And then and then other people pointed out that maybe he was, he thought that he was trying to like be cool like Mike because he.
Did you hold on? Did you hear? Did I send you the clip of him?
You sent me a clip, yes.
Where he went up on dude's panel and he's like, bro.
Talking like a damn doofus.
Did you hear it? Did you hear any of it?
No.
Oh my goodness. Look, I'm gonna look. That did it. Bitch. Look. Look at the comments.
Yep. Queen loves her some screen names. That's for damn sure.
Oh my god, that thing kills me. Look, and I catches my eye out of nowhere. Honestly, talking to you bitches, and boom, it just popped up like Jim Carrey's jock.
Hey, Miss Glass. You're welcome, Broken.
Yeah,
Laughter
so
definitely is the best medicine.
I guess Granny's watching. Supposedly says Glaire's gonna protect her. That's her buddy, and all this and that, right?
That's
we know how that works out. So, anyways, he goes on this panel, right? It's called like bottom of YouTube or whatever, yeah, the boy. Okay, so I really don't even know these people like that. The Cappy kind of fills me in sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, somebody sends me the link. They're like, "This is an 11-hour live. You're never gonna sit through it. So just fast forward to like 9 hours in when the Glenn comes on panel, right?" So I fast forward it. Find when he comes on. Bitch, if I didn't laugh my ass off, I don't even know. That shit was hilarious. He sounded like such a damn dumbass. I feel like you're 45. You're working a fucking job. You can tell. You know what I mean?
Can you play it?
It was terrible. Oh, with the OG is whose channel it was. Okay, yeah, I don't know whose channel it was, but girl, it was long. It was like an 11-hour live.
I mean, is he like, so he's like boyfriend and girlfriend with Granny's watching now?
No.
Oh no, he's mad.
No.
He's like, oh, bro, I can't fucking believe that. I ain't
I'll
gonna have
explain in
nobody
a
like
minute.
that, fuck,
Excuse
bro.
me.
Fucking mad, bro. That's exactly what he sounds like.
It just seems like a bold fashion choice, to dye your hair platinum blonde.
And look, and now that I know what he looks like and I hear him talking like that, I can't help but fucking laugh.
Like he needs like a puka shell necklace or something to go
Yes!
with.
Right.
Going with either he's in a boy band or he's on his high school JV baseball team in 1998. It's like one or the other.
Shit. Oh God. Yeah, broken. It's like I said, the very first time I actually tuned into that case was on
Hey, bro,
Teams.
light the garden, dig it, man.
Shut up. God.
Yeah, excuse me. I need to hear this. I guess I have to watch this clip or something because I feel like I'm.
Oh no, girl, we got to put it here. I'm about to send it to you right now, and you can maybe, I don't know about popping it up. You know what? Look up Whiskey OG, put the live on here, just pop it on. Fuck it, we'll just play a little clip of it and talk through it.
It's like 11 hours.
Oh, it's like 9 hours in.
That girl says 14 hours.
All right, give me a second.
Fuck, 14-hour live. Are you serious?
That's like Chrissy level.
The good old days.
I just can't get over his eyebrows. He forgot his eyebrows. So I can't. Back. Whew.
All right, what am I doing?
He was
I
fucking
feel
all
like
over the place.
I need. Speaking of beat, I think who made that asked that question before? Was that Beat Tim asking about the Doxing thing?
Yes. And you know what? Once we get done talking shit about this, we'll move on into that.
Yeah, because I have things I want to say. Mostly, I'm mad. I have complaints against Cappy, but I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it has to come
Spirits
down.
and I hear a whole lot of spirits and demons talk coming in. That's what I hear.
Uh-oh.
Did you see that live that somebody had going before? 10 ways to know a demon.
Wait,
And I'm thinking, you allow a demon on your fucking panel every damn day. So what you talking about, Willis?
I have to focus.
We say your short hairs.
Okay.
Oh, he must have, yeah. Because this morning the damn thing was 14 hours. Damn.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I thought she said an 11-hour live. Maybe it was 11 hours in.
Just fast forward till he's on the panel and you'll hear it. He just sounds so damn stupid the whole time.
His last live have been 12 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go in to just fly through it till you see him on the panel. You'll see him. You'll see his little icon up there. It's in the bottom left corner.
Okay, I'm going.
Yes, ghosts are cool. A ghost. Very. Oh boy.
Okay, let me share my screen.
He was about 9 hours and 12 minutes or so.
Got it.
That shit was long as hell, you guys. I'm not even playing it. Look, I wasn't gonna hashtag like Jim Terry, fake PI, Dre McCrae, Doug, no thanks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fucking Vibetribe. We'll just fucking talk about everything all in one live and catch up because I probably won't be on here for another couple days. You know what I mean? Like, but I know Tuesday I'm gonna be on here acting a damn donkey's ass. So y'all better be ready for it.
Tuesday we'll have some.
Tuesday's my day.
I have it backstage.
So I have a quick question. Danny, that girl doesn't. So I have a question.
That's Will in the bottom left with the new hair.
No.
Yeah, that's okay. You gotta keep that.
No. Girl.
Oh, bro.
Bitch, you caught me off guard. I wasn't even ready for that shit. Okay, it's right after this. Right there. Bam. Put it on. Listen to this dumbass. He just sounds so stupid.
I'm muting.
I have to mute too. Give me a second. I have to mute because I don't have earbuds in.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that's a match made something. Match made boy.
All you gotta do listen to
I
just like
censored
15
Jenny,
seconds of
and
it.
then
Who
I
the fuck
have
has the
Bridget.
fucking
I
balls to
have
talk fucking
Bridget.
shit about her?
I have Bridget, who motherfucking G Mangoes be talking shit about over fucking
I think that's
Chelsea
the
because
Bridget
they
that
can't
fake
get pussy
cancer.
like that, bro.
I think.
Bull fucking shit. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers are too fucking cucked to fucking get any real fucking pussy, dude. Fucking pussies.
Listen how stupid he sounds.
Glare, what's up, dude?
Fucking chilling, dude. I'm fucking up right now, man.
I'm just
Fucking
chilling, dude, bro.
Yeah.
a.m. It's 5.
So here,
a.m.
so
where I'm at,
Glare,
bro.
here's where you're at, dude. And
Where am I
you,
fucking
I know
at?
your name,
No, I
know
like
who you
whiskey. He seems like he's a
are.
cool ass dude.
A little bit.
Right
I'm not gonna
fucking
say I
on.
know exactly who you are, but I know that you have a
Pause this for just a quick
a
sec.
good,
I was gonna say, or you can speed it up or whatever you got to do, but we got to talk through it every like 15 seconds. So.
you have a good opinion on shit that goes down out here with pieces of
I like
shit.
to fucking think so, dude.
There you go. And so you're out here at the bottom of fucking Voight with fucking loose ends and pieces of shit that think
Dude,
they're
I ain't
fucking
at the
hard,
fucking bottom
that
of
haven't
fucking
fucking
nothing, dude.
navigated any galaxy we've been in, and they be chopping on fucking women down here like Jenny and Brittany.
Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit, dude. I'm not fucking having that, dude. Like, who the fuck do we got to cut down, dude?
Dude.
Dude, what am I listening to?
Bruh, it's fucking bruh. Fuck, bruh.
Dude, what language am I? I feel like I did on this panel the other night when those guys came up. Like, I feel like once there are men talking on YouTube, I feel like I've landed on another planet. I don't understand what is happening, dude. What is happening? Are they fighting with each other or are they agreeing with each other?
No, well, I think Whiskey's just like breaking it down for the glare, but he woke up, he went to bed on Whiskey and woke up like 2 hours later. He's like, I took a nap, bro. Fucking took a nap. Fucking so glad John here, fuck, bro.
Okay. And what are they discussing? What is the topic?
Granny's watching. Like that, their topic is Granny's watching. That's all they're fucking talking about. And Whiskey's really upset because he lets the glare know that Granny's watching, said he was gonna look out for her, and then he Whiskey's like, and you know, she really does love Like and wait, what did he say? She's in love with Like and Legion, or they're in love with each other. Something about Like and Legion. And the Glare's like, well, she's fucking using my name, bro. I ain't fucking happy about that, bro. What the fuck, bro?
And is he putting on an act? Is he like doing a shtick? Like, is he doing a bit here? Or is he like, it sounds like he's putting on this voice.
Dude, I don't know. And the haircut just looked just like it just fucking.
Oh, right. It could be the haircut.
That's what I'm saying. I think the haircut just threw it off. Like that just set it off right there, like that.
Okay. So the discussion.
When I seen his face, when I seen this haircut and heard him talking, that was it for me. That did it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep going.
Like you got to bust all just like me. I've been fucking trying to cut it down all night. I've been offering fucking links for Mango to come up on this motherfucking panel.
Who the fuck?
I've been telling fucking
I have no idea who that
is. This motherfucking bitch.
Get the fuck up here, Mango.
I'm publicly gonna call them out for the fucking weak ass, fucking ego, fucking delusional narcs that they are.
Fucking delusional fucking narcs, bro. Like, who the fuck is this fucking Mango? And who the fuck has the balls to call themselves fucking Mango? Who the fuck? What the fuck kind of fucking name is fucking Mango, bro? Bullshit.
You gotta check it out. Who just lose? Did we lose somebody?
I think we lost Lindy.
All right. So, fucking Galera, let me ask you a question, dude.
Ask me whatever the fuck.
I know you have a little fucking, from what I heard down the fucking pipeline, dude. Have you had a relationship with this fucking Granny's watching?
Who the fuck is Granny's fucking watching, bro?
Okay, here it goes. He's all mad.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm being told.
Yeah.
She's in my fucking chat sometimes.
Yeah, she talks about you like you know, she's chasing your fucking clout.
Listen, pause this shit. Pause this shit right now.
Hold on.
Listen. Granny's
Linda.
watching has been in the Glares chats for like 2 fucking years now, I think. I mean,
didn't she mod for him?
Yes, I'm pretty sure she fucking did. So he knows exactly who she is. He better fucking stop.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Dude.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Okay. All right. I mean, I feel like he needs to relax. He needs to go listen to some 311 or something like that.
Yeah, he's really worked up, bro.
Okay, here we go.
Somebody that's going to stick up for her, and this is a fucking bitch who'll be lying about fucking cancer.
She's a fucking bitch that lies about fucking cancer. I don't fucking have the patience for people who lie about fucking cancer, dude.
That's who fucking Brandon's watching.
Okay, time out. Pause it. Didn't he do a fucking GoFundMe for Bridget when she tried to do the whole faking cancer thing? When we told him about it, he got mad, and that girl even told him about it, even tried to prove it to him and showed him it was fucking fake, and he was still pissed.
Well, in his defense, he did not know she was faking cancer because he's a moron. So
right. Well, they found out after the fact. Yeah, he was still mad about it too, though. He was pissed when she fucking tried to tell him when that girl. She said, "Hey, now watch it." Well, he was still mad at you. He got mad at you for telling him she was faking it.
I don't know. Excuse me. I still think that he's. I think he's trolling the guy, but I think they're both in on it, right?
You think so? I thought it was a real conversation. Like I really thought he was interested. Maybe he is trolling him. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't think they're trolling each other. I don't think he's trolling him. I just think that they're both doing it to be funny to each other. Does that make sense?
Hold on, look what Heather said. Whiskey's Mod said baby gap when he started talking.
That's what fucking Dolly calls him. That Dolly, Dolly Vision or whatever, the Dolly guy. He used to be funny as hell, but then he started doing some fuck shit, and I can't with that.
Okay. That girl says they're both not in on it, so I don't know who's. I think maybe we're all getting.
I think this is really Will. Like this is really him. I really think this is him. Like I think he got up fresh out of bed, and was like on it.
All right, I'm gonna try. Okay. He needs to get a little angrier. Like angry Will is not this laid back.
Right.
Too laid back. Let's see.
Right, bro. Like, well, I'll just go to Glare. I'll go to the Glare, and I'm thinking, well, here's what I'm thinking. What? I don't know you, dude. I don't fucking really know you, man. But I'm thinking, like if you're gonna go to any motherfucker around here in the ether of YouTube, and everybody's clapping back at your ass because you a known motherfucking lying about fucking cancer, ain't no Glare gonna help you out.
No fucking Glare is gonna help nobody fucking out that's lying about fucking cancer. Fuck you.
Oh, well, she did.
Listen to it.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm fucking pissed now.
Hey,
You're using my fucking name.
I'm fucking pissed now.
Fucking cancer,
bro.
And people are fucking dying of cancer all the fucking time. That's fucking bullshit, dude.
Dude, she's using your fucking name, bro.
Dude.
She's using your name like you're a hard motherfucker, like you're gonna fucking take her back, man.
I am a hard motherfucker. Fuck yeah.
Everybody laugh.
You're so funny.
Oh, I want that one clipped. That's great. That's a good one.
Look, I was fucking rolling when I heard this shit. Look, I could not stop laughing at it. I'm like, oh my God, he sounds like Truthy.
I want that clipped with like just enough like a mashup with like clips of him crying like on panel. That would be good.
Fucking what, Cappy? Fucking what?
Oh my gosh.
But fuck cancer, dude. I don't fucking fuck with cancer, dude. I don't fuck with.
Well, that's what we're fucking dealing with, dude. We're dealing with a fucking scrub like that.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
we're dealing with a
dirty
scrub like
bitch.
that.
Dirty. Real life all the way.
Fucking dirty.
Dude, that's
dirty.
That's just the surface of shit. Dude. All right. So just
cannot
let
fucking be real. He's got to be trolling
if you know that fucking name.
He's got to be trolling him a little bit. I think he's drunk though. I think he went to bed drunk and woke up drunk and just jumped on there still drunk for real.
Who are these people?
I don't know. I know Captain. Well, hold on. Up in the right-hand corner is Vivian, and she gets on and does like she was friends with Dorothy, the one that was recording the call with Callie and all that bullshit. She was one of Dorothy's friends. That's all I really know about her. The bottom right-hand corner, I think, is Whiskey's girlfriend. I think that's what he said. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Mr. Jenny. Yeah.
Oh, her name's Jenny. Okay, so it's Jenny. I don't know her, but okay, here, Wog, Vivian, and Misfit Jenny. That's their names, and then Glaire's in the corner. They're from, it says bottom of YouTube. It's called The Void. I guess it's like their community or something. I'm not sure. I don't really know these guys that well, but when I heard this fucking clip where I had to go watch this shit, I was fucking rolling. I couldn't help it.
They're just sitting. She's sitting in her bed drinking a beer. They're all cursing. I just don't know what's happening. Okay.
Like, I can't help but laugh at this shit.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Good night, Lindy.
And she's hanging out in your fucking side chat. It's fucking poison. It ain't fucking good because the peeps down here at the bottom of fucking YouTube, as small as we are, it echoes like a motherfucker.
You ain't at the fucking bottom, dude. There's fucking people that are way at the fucking bottom, dude. I don't even consider you at the fucking bottom of this fucking YouTube shit.
Dude, we were
way dirtier fucking people here.
We're the top, dude. Like as far as
he's got a point.
No, I don't know. I don't think he's not angry. He's playing around. I mean, Cappy disagrees with me, but I'm just gonna say this is what I'm gonna say. I'm taking a stand here.
I just feel like he's trolling.
Excuse me, what do you think? Do you think that he's doing like he's imitating the guys? What the guy's saying? I feel like he's imitating what the guy's saying.
Chloe.
No, outside the box with Chloe Joe. I have no problem with you sitting in your bed drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, but for a panel, you will probably not turn your camera on. I'm assuming.
But no, he did make a good point. I mean, the shit that I've seen lately, I hear and catch bits of, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think I don't necessarily think that he's like he's playing a trick on the guy, but I think that he's doing it on purpose to be funny. He's just not funny.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Let me see. They said the chat replay is funnier. Let's see the chat replay.
I don't know. I didn't even watch the chat replay. I can't see it anyways. But the shit was fucking funny. You can turn it off if you want. I just fucking died laughing when I was
I had some crusty fungi shit on my dick, dude.
Oh God, here we go.
Off. All right?
I take the fucking year off, dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
Get your shit cleaned up.
Get your shit fucking cleaned up, dude.
Yeah.
Vivian, I don't know why she even fucking mentions the glare, dude. It's like
I can't.
That's so funny.
It's too late at night for this.
I know. I'm up way past my bedtime.
Oh my gosh! I just wish he had his camera on.
Happy birthday!
I wish he had his camera on, so there could be like a clip with his bleached hair and him saying like, "I'm a hard mother effer."
Right.
Is Jill Jax still here? It's Chloe's birthday.
Happy birthday, Chloe.
Because I love when Jill Jax sings happy birthday.
I know, she's our birthday.
Or Savage. How's Savage?
I haven't seen her for a while.
Me neither. She does the all sexy voice. Happy birthday. You're welcome. The way he adds the F word to every single word. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Read out loud a few of his chats. I'm making fun of Baby Cat. You know what's funny? I have a guy in our crew we call Baby Cat. He's so teeny tiny.
That girl, no, I didn't, but I heard her videos were pretty bad. I guess she worked with some random guy, that Letitia or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, I watched some of that girl. It was wild.
Hey guys.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
what's up, bro?
Chloe.
Dude.
What up, Cappy?
Dude, he sounds like like a kid that's like a teenage kid.
Yeah, dude.
Like is trying really hard to cuss and sound like a badass. Like I've dude, okay, listen. Like I've heard my son do this with his little homies, like try to sound like super
hard.
Cool, like, what's up, bro? Like fuck. Like I'm so pissed about the game. Fuck. Like, fuck. I'm so pissed about the game. Fuck. Fuck. I'm pissed about the game, bro. Fuck. Like just trying to get as many F-bombs in there as possible.
Like a hard ass 12-year-old. Really
yeah. like my kid was like 13 when he did this. He's 16 now. He doesn't do that anymore. Like my son's even grown out of that shit. Like I'm not even kidding. Like
yeah, bro. Fucking funny, fucking bro, fucking party, fuck fake kids, fucking cancer face. Bye.
I don't fuck with cancer. Well, I should hope not. I don't think anybody likes fucking cancer, Will.
I kind of feel like the guy in the top left legitimately talks that way, and Will is imitating him.
Like
Yes.
when Whiskey's
Yeah.
kind of on a good troll, he will talk
Yeah.
that way. Like he'll be trolling and
This
shit. He's
dude cracked me
he's
up
funny.
though.
That Whiskey fucking
Oh,
cracks
Whiskey's
me.
funny as hell,
He's got
dude.
a song about Molly Moose Knuckle, and he's like,
Oopapalooza.
Oopapalooza. Oh, that shit is dope, dude. Misfit Jenny's my homegirl. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but me and her and Kit Kat and Zigzag from the DC used to be like sick as thieves, man. But she was I don't know if she's dating Whiskey. I thought she was dating Pennywise, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah. So here's my I have like a bone to pick with you, Kathy.
What's up? What's up?
Because just you bringing up, you knowing people from the DC and things like that, I feel like you could have given us like a little bit better of a background on No Thanks Investigates.
I like he's pretty new to me as in let's see, I just started watching him during the Summer Wells case. Like I heard of him a little bit
right
during the long case because I check in with the West Boys, but I wasn't really following it. And I didn't really know him, so I'm sorry.
I typed in Doug Hutton into YouTube last night.
What?
That's his name, Doug Hutton, right?
Okay.
By it. Like it's on his thing. And that's his name, like on his YouTube. That's what he goes by. And I typed it just into YouTube. And we have problems. Like we have problems. Like Danger Will Robinson, stop, abort, back up.
What?
Run away. We have issues. Like we thought that we were talking about like Jim, right? And thinking like Jim was the crazy one or the crazier one.
Oh yeah.
No. It's
no, Doug's nuts.
Yeah.
Doug's nuts, dude. Yeah. Doug is crazy.
Yes. There's video from him when he was doing like first of all, during the West case, he was out there. He was like driving up there. And at one point everybody like hated him or something, and he was beefing with these other people. So he printed out all these pictures of himself and he put them over the house where the kids went missing from.
Oh my God.
Saying like where acting like somebody put them up saying, Doug, where are the boys? Right? Like that somebody had done this to him, but he did it to himself. And then he made a video where he goes there and he's ranting and raving and ripping all of them down and like threatening people and yelling, I'm going to find these boys. I'm going to find them.
Oh my
God.
God.
Then the neighbor apparently called the police because he had like scaled a fence or something.
Oh God.
And then when the police came, Doug cut himself with a knife to pretend he had been assaulted.
What?
And got arrested. He's been arrested in almost every YouTube thing he's been on. He's been like arrested for it.
Oh my God.
And definitely the most extensive criminal record of anybody I've met on YouTube so far.
Wow.
Yeah. And just slowly away. Like I could have like I knew it was like, I mean, we all know people on YouTube are nuts, right? But it was like a whole other thing.
That's crazy. I didn't know all that. I knew that he was living in his van while he was doing the West Boys case, and that he would get on live streams and just go nuts. Like nothing compared to how he is now. Like now is nothing compared to how he was then. He was like way worse.
But I guess I'm thinking he basically is probably the same, And before he did true crime, he wasn't like that. He was one of those cop auditors. Like he would
First Amendment auditor
and be like, "Fuck you, pigs" and stuff like that.
Yeah, First Amendment. Yeah.
And
auditor.
like one time he went in there and he was like yelling at the cop, and the cop said, I can smell the alcohol on your breath, sir. And he was like, I just had a Tic Tac or something like that. And it's like crazy. Yeah, Scrouchy Mama Bear, but it's like crazy. Like this is how short the YouTube memory is, right? You go and you find some creator, and then people talk about like, oh, bad things they've done in the past. And it doesn't matter. Like it can be like the craziest stuff. People could have pulled up their record and doxed them and shown all this stuff and like done everything, and like it just keeps going, just keeps rolling, like nobody cares. It just become a different person in a different case down the road. But all the things we were talking about, like, is he dumb? Like, is he just dumb, or is he playing along, or is he like, no, like I was wrong. You were right. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, I'm like slowly backing away. Like, I want nothing to do with it. I'm like, I talked to him on that panel when he came up. I didn't want him. He just came up and started being crazy. But I'm like, no, I need a little more distance there.
That sounds like there were good times to be had that I missed.
Were you missed this when he came up on the panel? Like,
oh, I thought you were talking about you were at a different place.
No, I never go on any other panels.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, Doug, yeah, he's something else.
Yeah.
He was really going off the other night.
Yeah, and then when people are telling me like that they've seen him show see, I don't know if I believe it. People say they've seen it on live streams, like he showed it on the thing that they have, that he has like prison tattoos on his calves that are like white power tattoos and stuff.
He probably does. He's from California.
Right, and and apparently he told people that that he did it. It doesn't mean that. It's just his son's football jersey phone numbers.
Okay, yeah, 1488 is his football jersey number.
Don't you think that maybe the tattoo artist would say, maybe this is your kid's jersey numbers? I'm not gonna tattoo these on you. You might.
I mean, that's just kind of dumb because like everybody in California that's a man that goes to prison falls in line with the racial division. They have to. They don't have a choice, and nobody gets judged for it as long as they come out of prison and don't act like a racist fuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you really think a single white man who's ever been in the California penal system has white power tattoos?
Not every single one, no. Right. But if he was, I don't know. I don't know. Like
I'm not like trying to like share everything. It's just saying that like I was just like, whoa, okay. And the thing is, if you put it into YouTube, it's all there, right? Like he's done this like with people like even just 9 months ago, had like all these big fallouts. Like so, there's all these like things of people going after him and everything. But it's like I had no idea.
You had no idea. You weren't ready. You were not ready, were you? Yeah. He'll get himself worked up. I don't know if it's on purpose or what it is, but I guess it's to kind of excuse bad behaviors of his. Like, for example, like last night or the night before, last night, I think it was, when he was like talking about Laura's kid. And he's like, oh, I'm going to dox your 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he needs to dial it back a second. He realizes this. And so he says, you're going after my 16-year-old and 13-year-old kid when you strike my channel.
Right.
And it's just like, what are you saying?
Like, that ain't got nothing to do with this kid.
And what he's screaming about, he was so mad. People were like, why is he so mad? And I've been watching. I'm like, well, he's mad because Laura said that she was going to take a strike away, and now she didn't. And now he's mad because he's going to get a lawyer and sue her for not taking the strike away and use as proof the video footage of her saying, I'm going to take the strike away.
Oh, my God.
But I mean, the whiplash, we talk about like the emotional whiplash, like it's too much.
Oh, for sure. It's like so back and forth. It's like you never know. It's like it's so unpredictable that it's become predictable or something. Like 100%. It's like you're just constantly waiting for him to switch it up or something.
Yeah, but I'm just like slowly backing away because, but it's just like because I remember saying the one thing I'm like oh, I don't care about Doug. He's just silly to me. Like he's just absurd, and I'm just going. I'm not trying to go after him. I'm not interested in like the same people go after YouTube like creators and like say they're bad because like it's so stupid. But I just like I said they're all kind of versions of Will, and it's true. Like everybody has some sort of record, right? Like everybody has said some sort of horrible thing. But
I feel like he's also kind of trolling if he's saying 14 and 80. Okay, so he has 1488 on his calves.
I don't know. I would believe
if they're numbers and they're for white supremacy, that's the numbers they use. So I picture it like one on each calf. Yeah. And if he's saying those are jersey numbers, I feel like he's trolling. Like but you know what? On the other hand, he knows that a lot of people don't know about that, and that they're like, oh, okay, that's cool, Doug. Like I don't know, dude.
And I won't go into it. I didn't just go on YouTube. I mean, I did a little Googling and stuff, and it's just the thought that like he might at some point look at what Jim Terry's doing and say any of it, right? All the stuff we know, and ever say have like a problem
Right.
is not ever going to happen. Let's just say that.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it's like he'll be on the side of right for like 5 seconds. Like, I'm not going to put up with that on my channel. This channel's all about finding Dylan. And, let's just bring it back to Dylan. And then he'll just fly off the handle again. Like, I'm going to dox your 14-year-old kid.
I never hear again. Like, let's talking about Dylan. But like it was just, I mean, with the footage from the West Boys, I mean, like going nuts, heavy breathing, literally like banging around trash cans and stuff and saying like, I'm the only person who can find these boys. And that's just like, okay, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're definitely the only person.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, well, I guess F-32, it seems like he gets a lot of consequences, I guess what I'm saying, right? Like, because he's had quite the seems to have plenty of interaction with the criminal justice system. So,
well, and his dad is he always brags about his dad being a retired LA County sheriff, and his brother is a homicide detective for Ventura County, and he's always bragging about that. And it's funny that he's so different than them. He's an ex-con and a First Amendment auditor, like the total opposite.
And then like went to this thing. Like it's very, very, very odd. Very odd.
I was watching that video that Benny made on him or whatever about him doing auditing and wrestling and whatever the hell that was.
Oh yeah, I saw his wrestling matches and his stand-up comedy. So, it's like, it's been many things apparently. But I was like last night, because I was like, God damn it, Cappy. Why didn't you tell me this person was so insane? But I see what you mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. You could be around and like not even know. There's so much history and stuff that people come in, they have no idea what's going on, and it's like right there. Right. There's no like what they call it, like kind of like a community memory where like everybody knows stuff, but because people go in and out of channels and subbing so much that it's like the whole chat does not know what that chat knew 6 months before. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I'm just joking, Cappy. But I was like, it was impressive. That I didn't think that. I thought it would be a bit much to be like, well, this is the craziest person I've ever seen on YouTube.
Well, I mean, he's fine 1 second and then going the fuck off the next, and then he's like, fuck you, Laura, fuck you, motherfucking bitch. I'll fucking, and then he's like, hold on, and then he's like, if you make a truce, then, then I'll stop because I put myself in the middle of it, man.
He was like, really, like it's very unnerving hearing him and Jim like demand that she do certain things with like that she behave a certain way, or they're going to do this, right? Like they really like the idea that they, especially Jim, that he can force her to comply with what he wants. I mean, it's not going to work, but you could tell like how much that means to him. It's very creepy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, Pecan Pie, he definitely seems like a desk breaker to me. Yes, I agree. Definitely. But I don't know what happened to that West case or whatever, but I'm like watching some of these. It seemed like it was just a lot of really
well, something happened with the West case. Something happened. I guess he got into a fight during the West case and called the police or something, or somebody tried to fight him. I don't fucking know. I wasn't involved in that case, so I really don't know much about it, but I've just seen like other videos made. And
can you guys hear me? Headphones on?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to switch headphones.
It's all good.
No, I heard that he was all kinds of dramatic and crazy, and I was muted, but I was laughing my ass off when you just said that, Queen, with the, yeah, I just kind of, we could come to a truce because I put myself in the middle of this. And then he'll like seem to be super logical and like taking accountability for his part.
Oh my god! Hold on. I could guess what? Guess good egg. I got a phone call.
Bitch,
It's somebody you've been waiting to hear from all fucking. Listen, it's somebody. Why don't you just call into the show? Why you call my phone?
Bitch, you do the best fucking Jim Carrey ever. I should perfect my Doug, and you do the Jim Carrey, and we'll do a parody show.
I want to play this video for you. I want to play this video for you because it's just like a video of a video that I guess was taken down. So I don't think
breaking news. I got breaking news, and then look, I laughed so fucking hard when that lady came on. That lady came on and fucking everything he said, she called him out for a lie.
Did you watch that live where they had the?
He's like, it was so embarrassing. She came on here sweating and stuff, all like a pig. It was so fucking embarrassing. No, you're just mad because she fucking blew you out of the water.
Was that the trucker lady that knows Candace that didn't say anything bad about her?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking chat was so fucking mad that the details weren't dirty enough, so the whole chat was just like, oh, she must have been threatened. She must have been groomed.
The best thing was this nice lady calls in randomly, and is somebody who knows the family in real life. Helen, she's like a grandmother, right? And she calls in, and she was very diplomatic, and she really said to like Doug, I appreciate everything you do, but all this meanness, it just breaks my heart. It has to stop. These are
fuck you, fucking bitch, and bitch. That's what Jim Carrey did to her. Yes, he did. She's all like
losing his mind. Yeah. Calling her like you're
like that. She's like super low. She's talking all sweet about the family, and he's like, "Fuck you, fucking bitch."
I feel bad for laughing at that. That's terrible, man.
Excuse me, and like he just lets her. Jim went nuts on her, and she was really held her own.
So did they hurt Dylan? Did they punch him out? Did his dad punch him out? Was he the worst parent? Weren't they the worst parents in the entire world? Yeah, just go ahead and say it. You know it. Oh, you don't know him? Oh, you don't know him? Your grandson knows him? Then why are you even up here talking about it then?
And then Jim was getting
I'm gonna dox Laura and call her ex-husband.
Yeah, so Jim was getting
fucking say another word, I'm gonna dox Laura right now.
Oh my god, she's probably like, who's Laura?
Yeah, so Doug was getting Jim was getting so mad that it looked like he was gonna bust a vein in his head, because this woman was doing a really good job, and she wasn't, yelling back at him or anything. And at one point he tried to make all the things crazier, right? He was like, well, Justin Rounds, he choked his fucking kid out with a shower curtain. And you know what? If you're in the shower curtain, that means
you know about it.
So then he goes, so he was nude. He was choking him out while he was nude in the shower. Like crazy.
Like really?
So, yes, and they're so mean to this nice lady. And then finally they hang up, and Doug's like, well, I don't know, just like, everybody, I know you all heard that, but just wait, because this other guest is going to come on, and oh my God, he was like this. You're going to hear a whole different story. You're going to hear a whole different story.
Tell him, Doug. Tell him, Doug. This is going to be the best call we've ever had.
I know. And then he was really like, people he's like, hold judgment. I know she said one thing, but everybody just hold judgment, because you're about to hear a whole other story. And then that lady gets on.
Bitch, did I play that?
I never said anything like that. She's a nice person, and that's, she loved her son, and they lost their minds. It was
oh, fuck this fucking bitch. She doesn't even know what she's even fucking talking about.
It was so
I gotta but did I shared that clip with you. Did you listen to it, of that other creator that he's a part of the RV in real life streaming community, and he's driving his RV around Los Angeles County. I don't know where he was in LA County. Yeah, this RV driver, totally unrelated to this case or this community, another community I go to, right? And he pulls up, and this was in between Doug's lives, okay? He pulls up and he asks somebody out the window, hey, is it okay to make a U-turn, like turn around in here? So if I could turn my RV around in here. The guy talking is got to be Doug. I'm not even playing, dude. Like, it's like that. It sounded so much like Doug that I thought I had more than one tab open on my laptop.
Did you save it?
I do. I have it. Here. Hold on. I clipped it from his thing. It's so weird. It was so weird. And you guys probably think I'm a weirdo, but like, seriously, like, it was so weird. Because he said he was going out to dinner with his kids too, and I was just like,
oh, like the other night, yeah.
Hold on a second. I just hold on. Let me look for it. I didn't mean to type that in my DM right now. But yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys talking, but I just remembered that, and I thought it was so fucking strange, though. Like, it was so.
Could you see his face, or just his voice?
Oh, you couldn't see his face, but it's just like so Doug. It doesn't sound a little like him. It just sounds like exactly like him. It's really strange. Where's my search chat option? Hold on. I'll find it. You guys give me a minute. You guys proceed with what you're doing.
I'm going to show here, Queen, let my screen in, and I'll show you this video. All right, hold on.
What is this from?
This is Doug at the house.
Whose video is it?
It's a video of a video, so I don't think it's gonna be fine. It only has like 300 views.
All right,
like I
go
think
ahead.
it's gone, and somebody took a video of it.
Is this Doug fighting with somebody?
This is when he like filmed himself. It only has 180 views, so it's like a clip. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
Know exactly what the timeline was. When
Yeah,
the
like
guys
this is my buddy Mike sitting here is from New York.
So, ready?
Doug just got arrested.
Who just got arrested?
AB, this is you, right?
Meanwhile, they left his house in front of the house.
Is that Doug right there?
Yes. Yes, I'm trying to find where his actual video. Hold on. Here we go.
So let's just go and have a.
He couldn't even afford real good tape and shit.
No, like the shit was.
Nah, but they should have used his wrestlers. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a damn. So
do somehow
something
for being on there because he was on their property.
Yes, something.
I'm pretty sure I heard some shit like that.
Yeah, check this out.
How dare you guys abuse the boys in this way? How dare you come out here and have your little AV news crew and your little goons put up signs, put up pictures, and think they're gonna get away with this shit?
Oh, they got away with it, and he went straight to fucking jail.
Yeah, right. Do not pass go.
God, what the fuck is
this
wrong
fucking
with
guy, man? Like, who has this much bad luck? Let me tell you what, guys. All bullshit aside, what you're seeing right now is a Doug that was a friend of mine, actually. For so we're gonna let you ready to move forward with Doug a little bit. I'm not gonna stay here very long. I just want everyone to see, who we're really dealing with. All three of us have been. Our lives have actually been affected by this man in a real way, and it's just a strange anomaly when you meet someone online, and you know the probability that it's going to go sour is very high. It actually takes a lot of salt in order to come back around and do stuff like apologize to people, right? Like I apologized to Ernie in private. Was like, dude, man, I apologize for my behavior. Whether I think your opinion is this or that, it don't matter, bro. Like,
yeah,
I can't weigh Ernie or Mike on their opinion about something online. Like the only,
I like listening. Well, I did like seeing it. Like if you look at his videos, it's got my name. Because they don't know what's going to happen. The next.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
so he must be talking to the ones between his ears, I guess.
He's talking.
He what?
He's talking to the shadow people.
That's who. Yeah, he's talking to that guy on the ground right there. You're right, Ernie. Sorry, but you're quick, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
And littering. Not only defamating on this case, they're defecating on this case.
Defecating. It got cut out.
How sad is this?
You see how he's walking? He's taking a stumbling step. Exactly on something right there. You can tell how his foot's outside and it's crooked on the way he's walking. That right there pretty much gives it away. Watch him stumble. Watch him stumble here the next couple steps, right? When he's trying to get off that sidewalk. Watch it. And I've not even ever watched this video. I'm just calling it from the beginning.
He's top heavy for sure. And you can tell by the cheap footwear that his footwork is not into play. Like he's gonna get all crossed up coming into to service with a real man. So yeah, you're exactly right, guys. Like Ernie said, we're gonna watch for the stumble here from Drug.
He'll swear it's from a Tic Tac.
Yeah, I want
Watch his back foot. Watch his back foot when he has to bend down. His back foot has to catch his balance. Watch this.
That's it.
I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing it.
It's turned.
Because what happens when you're on those type of drugs like that, your body, your water, you dehydrate. Therefore, it causes cramps. So when you move in a certain direction or certain way, you get like a cramp, or your leg has to move in a certain way to.
It's just these guys cannot just let the video play. They're just giving so much commentary and pausing it. I don't know what they're talking about, but it's like it's okay. I was like, just FYI.
Withhold your balance in order for it to withstand.
It's kind of a boxing cramp, right? Like
well, something similar to that. But watch him. But watch how he's doing everything. You can see how his legs are shaking too. But go ahead and just watch.
Yeah, his legs are shaky. I can see that.
I'm here. Matter of fact.
Watch him. See his jogging pants. His leg is like
that one leg, that right leg is just it's permanently cocked out, isn't it? What's up with that?
Because he's on some balance.
He's like if it goes too much further to the right, that fool will just walk around in circles and shit.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, that's common sense with that. When you study any kind of thing, when you take classes and stuff like that, you see all that. So I mean,
yeah. No, one thing they always say is they always say to buy appropriate footwear, to your interest, right? I think he's got the wrong footwear on, guys. I want to blame it on the footwear.
Should have already been here cleaning this up. How dare them? How dare them? You guys are following a bunch of goons, a bunch of hood rats?
Yeah, they're like now. They're
I also notice when he's saying a phrase and taking a phrase or everything, he's saying it twice, like he's wanting to make sure that shadow hears it.
Exactly. You're exactly right, Ernie. But you can notice that he's talking really gently, right? Like Doug has a big fucking mouth, but he's talking really gently, like he doesn't really want the neighbors to know that he's there.
Right.
He sort of amps himself up as he goes.
Yeah, but Doug speaks one language, but fucking in 5 different fucking dialects.
That's it.
Like he has his fucking all right.
So I'll pause it for a second so we can comment on it. But it's like, do you see how all these pictures are pasted of his face are like taped to this door? This is like the house where these kids went missing.
I feel bad for laughing because it's really bad.
It's really yeah, but don't feel bad for laughing because if you can let it run through, he's very performative. Like he's extremely performative. Like he's
so performative.
Like, yeah, because basically the fact is that like he did this himself, right? And he's like, and now he's filming it on purpose. And then that's why he keeps like repeating the same things. And but these guys are killing me that they are like stopping the video like literally every frame to give their commentary.
And fucking Ernie over there talking about how he learned about how drugs.
Oh, you're a robot mad.
Yeah. All right, I'll go.
I'm gonna interview you voice. I'm gonna be an asshole or try to be a comedian voice. Like, yeah, he goes through all these fucking phases. And it's like, you just be yourself, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't just pick one of those douchebags.
Okay, so Griff was on No Thanks last night. If that is right, he is the one who said he gets so angry at a dog for making a mistake and rubs its face in it. I watched long enough to hear that shit. Yeah.
Well, also here's something else too, and I teach on this and even in general awareness classes on predator hunter nation. Doug plainly said, if I'm wrong, I can't admit it because I'm weak. It'll make me look weak. He says that in his chat last night. He said something to that effect.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about it: if you're wrong and you cannot admit, and you can't be a man and admit you're wrong, you're going to continue going down that same path that you're wrong at.
Same mistake over and over and over, for sure.
That's just a sad excuse for a man, to not be able to own up to your own shit. I know, like things are bad, but come on, if you,
I don't want to, shake a crazy stick at. Wait. 1 in 3, the sheer weight of like the 4 pieces of paper he's holding.
No, it's from him trying to bend down and he dropped the paper.
When was this happening?
He dropped the paper like 3 times, had to bend down and get it. Wow. I mean,
he's like these damn young kids, right? They want to work a construction job but be on the phone all day, like mother.
It's crazy. Like they can't just play it. They're like, and I mean, I can't understand the one guy at all. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's Ernie Shell and BK.
The one with like the Boomhauer voice, like from King of the Hill. Do you know what I mean? I have no idea what he's saying the whole time. All right, but it's like it's so funny when if you like see what Doug's saying is hilarious.
Motherfucker, you can't pound no nails with one hand. Here we go.
Sensor lights, and they're doing this for a reason. Like they don't know what the hell's going on over here. Who's doing it? You guys are a bunch of clowns, bunch of characters.
He can come clean my yard out. Guarantee it. Pictures all over. He'll come and clean.
Hey, have you ever heard the old saying, whoever smelt it, dealt it?
Hell yeah.
I think whoever's picking the papers up is the one that put them down.
Well, he seems to know exactly where the damn papers are at. He's walking right to them.
That's it. And the trash can, right? Like he seems to know. I mean, he just flips it open like he lives there. What the fuck?
Just so he didn't forget, he put one on the side of the house. He dropped a pin there with his phone and shit.
Yeah, he's like, here's a little evidence. A little evidence I'll hide for later.
That's a trip, man.
Oh shit! Here we go, guys.
How dare you guys defecate on the kids?
Now hold on. I wanted to show you something crazy. Oh, you know what? How dare
you guys?
All right, this car right here. This is a woman that he had follow him over here. He knew there was going to be smoke when he got here because he told me the way he parked in a way that the guys couldn't. So a guy like tried to jump him, like fight him. And Doug ran to his van, grabbed a knife, cut himself. Meanwhile, the dude's trying to get Doug out of the van. For real. Look, Doug's able to pull his van. There's Doug's van house right there. He's able to pull his van house over here and park right here. So that there was actually like a guy trying to run him over too. Like Doug was just running like fucking Carl Lewis. I mean, just on the fucking dash, doing the dash.
Defecate on the kids like this. How dare you?
Let me ask you this. Do you think, why all of a sudden is he worried about flyers on a two missing kids' house, right? Well, what if his pictures popped up over on Don Wells's house, right? Yeah. Like, would he be acting the same way? Because this case that we're right here, these boys have not been recovered. 2 boys.
Yeah, it's sad. Ernie, are you familiar with this case? Back when I was an admin, actually do things like gave his job up to go back over cross country, and they don't know exactly where I'm going to go with it right now. It cuts, it severs cells. That means the scar never heals. You know, it never heals. It severs cells. So what I was going to do in the movie is actually these. Hell, I mean, that's why I asked.
Funny you should say that because we're going to look at probably 2 more minutes of this, and then I want to show you something else. So let's hurry up and get through this so we can get to that other real quick.
I see one of you right now. I hope.
If he sees one of them right now, he says.
The shadow.
I hope I do. You know why?
He just went around the corner.
It's not being a major part in figuring this out to help.
Fair use.
Is that his breathing? He's like,
yeah, man. Like he's and that's light air out there, man. Like he's just really laboring to bring that in and push it out. You know.
Yeah, it must suck.
I mean, he sounds like he's at Mile High Stadium. I mean, holy shit.
How dare you guys? Unless you have that much confidence in me, what do you think I'm gonna be the voice?
He lives in his van at this point, so the confidence level is it's at an all-time low. Let me tell you that right now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way we're not gonna look to Doug to protect a warm cup of piss, let alone bring some missing kids home. You know, I mean, he can't. Yeah. So
let's be honest.
That's a good place to break. So.
So it's just like I don't know what I'm so glad I missed all of that because that seems like that was just a horrible disaster because all these guys were out there like doing this kind of stuff and like getting this.
Well, you know, it was horrible, but those parents, I believe they really did. I mean, I kind of could tell just from their first interview that they hurt or killed them kids, and they did. That they did some babies. Yeah,
they're in jail now.
I kind of feel like they definitely deserved it, and now hindsight's 20/20, but you know what I'm saying.
I think they just. I mean, I always thought that they. I guess I think that everybody thought kind of like from the beginning that most likely the foster parents were guilty. Anytime that people report their kid missing and then it turns out that the kid has not been seen by anybody else for an extensive period of time before the date they went missing, that's always what the outcome's going to be. And I think they still never found the bodies, but they still arrested them. They're still in they've still been charged. Yeah. They're in prison they're awaiting trial for.
Yeah, they've been arrested on. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that just made it hard. But like they're acting like yeah, we probably knew that. I feel like that was probably unfortunately what it seemed like the outcome was going to be.
The kids actually came forward. I think they told the kids to help them, or the kids helped them kill the babies, or something along those lines. And then I think the dad went and hid the bodies or disposed of the bodies or whatever. The foster dad. I'm sorry. Yeah. Not the father, but the foster dad.
Yeah. But that's sad. But I remember when that came out because I just remember I didn't follow it at all, but I know that Annie was doing it. That was like her first thing that she did after Mike Long. And literally anytime you get that, anytime a kid is reported missing and then you find out that other people haven't seen the kid for like a month before that, unfortunately, it's pretty much always the case that the parent had killed them, you know. But like they were out there just acting like insane this whole time. There's like a lot of that kind of stuff. I mean, did you see like they made like a poster board, look like a science fair project?
Well,
like,
I know him and Vinny went at it for the longest time. Like they fucking went at it. And I mean, they went the fuck at it, but I think they were buddies at first. Fuck, I really don't know. I wasn't involved in it. We were busy with the Michael Long shit, so
They were
we
good
weren't
buddies.
in any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What I picked
they were good buddies though. They were
Yeah.
good buddies. And remember that text that Doug exposed a couple months ago that was supposedly Benny's text to him or somebody, and it was like really obvious that it was super fake because the small paragraph hit like 4 major points of like his receipt, quote unquote. It was like, yeah, I didn't shoot the drugs, I smoked them, and I only here once. It was super like obvious, like it was like whether you dislike or like Benny, it was just really obvious. And of course, a lot of people who didn't like him were like, "Oh, that's so incriminating. That's horrible." But it was really obvious to me that like it was super duper fake. So
Yeah.
and Doug was just so pleased with like sharing it. He was just like, "See, it's all there. That's his DM to me right there."
But they were all out there like getting arrested and like, you know, fighting with each other, and it's just very crazy. Okay, I'm gonna play the clip that Cappy sent.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it though, because like I played it while I was off. Like you gotta really listen. So maybe just listen.
You want me
I
to
mean,
just
you
listen?
can try it out.
All right, I'll try it.
I mean, either way. It's
Hold on.
Captain Content's clip, and he is an in real life streamer, so everybody takes his clips. I've never heard of him striking anybody. He's live like 9 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and shit.
Oh damn. Well, and then I wanted to play that interview with Candace,
yeah,
Dylan's mom. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready. Okay, let's look.
Okay, who is this guy again? You guys want to drop his channel link, or what do we do? I mean, because who is he?
Yeah,
Where is he?
He's an in real life streamer. His name is Captain Content, but we can't see the guy he's talking to. But the guy he's talking to out the window, we gotta listen really hard. It sounds just like Doug, dude. It's really weird.
Oh, you're breaking up real bad, baby.
I hate my headphones. All right, I'll be back.
Am I good to turn around here? It's a dead end, bro.
I was gonna say this would be a good spot to park. We gotta test it. Get on the highway.
You sure?
Yeah, just get on the highway for like 2 miles.
To where?
Yeah.
To anywhere?
Highway 90, a toll road.
What?
Is this a toll road?
I don't know. Am I good to turn around?
Yeah. Back it up. Back it up. 4 left. Yeah.
Stop?
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't know. I can't hear it very well.
Am I good to
No, I could hear it. It sounds exactly like him. Like exactly like him. But I mean, it could be like somebody else's voice, but it sounds exactly like him.
It does sound. It's super weird, like fucking. But
I wonder where he was. Like, where was he driving? Like, was he driving in his area? Like, they're talking about a road.
I have no idea where Captain Content was, but I know Doug's out near the AV, so I don't know exactly where, and I wouldn't say it. You know what I mean? But
right.
He's in northern LA County. I don't fucking know. It was really weird though. It was so weird that I checked my tabs. I thought a YouTube tab was playing.
Right.
Like,
no, he really. Yeah, that sounded exactly like him.
I was like, whoa, and I had my headphones on, so I was just like, here, I'm gonna share Captain Content thing, so we're
But
fair.
it's I could see somebody having that same voice, you know.
Right.
But it does. It's like, yeah. Yes. Queen, you want to play the You want me to play the?
Yeah, the Idaho news. Yeah, and if I don't think they're not gonna. They'll do a copyright claim, but they won't strike or nothing like that.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
Okay, Hollywood said it sounds like him 100%.
Okay, good. I wasn't just tripping.
No, it really did sound like him. I had a hard time hearing, but like when I held the phone closer, it did sound like him.
Yeah, when we get off of here tonight, just listen to it. It's like 40 seconds long, and it's super weird.
Have you heard this interview that Candace did?
I only got to see a couple minutes of it. Are my headphones working?
No, you're like robotic as hell.
All right, let me go see if I can find my other headphones. I'll be back.
It's ready when you are. Nope, I did the wrong thing. Sorry. Let me try again.
Okay, I just popped it off of there.
Yep, thank you. Mongoose update. Here we go. Okay, now it's ready.
You don't have to play it on regular speed or whatever. Just play it fine. Just let it play fine. You know what I mean? On regular speed or whatever. 1.25 is fine.
With Candace Cooley, she is Dylan Round's mother. And Candace, I can't believe it's been nearly 2 months since he disappeared. Of course, if you're watching, you probably are very aware of this case, but we wanted to have Candace in here to get an update and talk about Dylan's birthday, which is coming up here in just a few weeks. So first of all, what can you tell us? What is new?
So what we know, there's stuff that we as, well, just Justin and I as mom and dad know, there is stuff going on. I know everybody thinks it's become this big stall and we're not out there searching and we're not having search parties, but there's a reason for that. We have information that we don't want to be out there searching. We don't want people out there searching because there is stuff behind the scenes that just can't be released to the public right now, but there's a reason.
So that you're saying on the law enforcement side of things, things are happening.
Yeah.
We do know that there's 2 people that lived in the area or were in the area, Chase Venstra, who has appeared in court, and then we have the other neighbor who was James Brenner.
Correct.
So can you tell people who are just tuning in how those guys knew your son and about the charges?
Yeah, so James, I know him as Jim, he helped Dylan day work off and on. He helped him in Southern Idaho take apart his pivot. He lived out on the property. He squatted out on the property when Dylan first discovered the area when he was like 15. He might have been 16 years old. So just a work acquaintance. I mean, you know, when you're out there and you've only got 6 people around you, you know, you kind of get to know everybody. So that's how him and Jim, you know, it was just, he'd help him on the farm when he needed it. As far as Chase, I never heard Dylan say that man's name ever until all this happened. I have no clue. I don't think they knew each other. I mean, probably just in passing from being in Montello and stuff. I did find out that Chase's son helped Dylan last summer on some day work, I believe when they were putting in the main line, but not Chase. And that was just one of the run into him in the Montello store and say, hey, you want to come out and help? You know, I'm looking for help. But other than that, I never heard Dylan say Chase's name.
Okay, so James Brenner, it sounds like he's a felon. And so when the police went out to just serve a search warrant around the time that Dylan disappeared, they found weapons in his trailer.
Correct.
And he, as a felon, you're not allowed to own weapons. So he's been arrested. So he's been charged with possessing a firearm as a felon.
Correct.
And he's in custody in Utah. And then Chase Venstra also is in custody on firearms charges.
Yeah, and his charges, the last I know, and that may be the court appearance you heard about yesterday, was now the firearms that were in Chase's motorhome have been traced back to being stolen. And so now it goes a step higher because not only were you a felon with firearms, but you had stolen ones, which they're pretty sure he stole.
So you've got these 2 characters that lived out there. Do you think that they know what happened to Dylan? Or,
so Chase didn't live out there.
Or Chase?
I
Chase
think they both did. I think it was Jim and Chase.
He would go back and forth between Montello and Ogden. And, you know, what we were told, and that's just what we were told, is he'd go over, steal stuff from Montello, hurry up, jump the border, go back to Ogden and sell it.
Okay.
You know, that's what we were told by everybody. Hence the stolen firearms.
And I guess, yeah, I appreciate you making that clear because the way I think that we understand it is he may have had contact with Dylan around the time Dylan disappeared.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's more here in connection to your son?
I believe so. I mean, Brenner has been listed as an official suspect. In the affidavit that was served to get the warrant on Chase, they listed a homicide investigation. That was in the affidavit. And that's thrown up a lot of questions with people. So, you know, I did clarify that with law enforcement. So Chase was set to be extradited to Montana, and they didn't want that happening. So not wanting that happening tells me something right there. We honestly haven't been told, but that's when they went in and got the search warrant. So in that affidavit, they put in, how they word that, conjunction with a homicide investigation. Come to find out, you can put anything you want in an affidavit for a warrant. None of it has to be true, but it's what you can put in it and kind of prove to get a judge to sign it faster. And that's what held Chase here.
Okay, so I guess we could summarize it by saying the police obviously believe that these guys might know something.
Correct.
Or that they're tied into it. But again, they have not to this point been charged. There's been some questions online that we can address with you. The first one being, why did Dylan go to this remote area, not in the state where he was living here in Idaho, in high school? Explain what took him to this area.
So we're catching a lot of criticism. A lot of people say we dumped our son out there. That is ridiculous. Dylan heard about this place from another gentleman that he'd worked with off and on, went and checked it out. It was perfect for him. He never had to worry about houses getting moved in on him. Dylan didn't want to go work for a big farmer. Dylan wanted to be a big farmer. So when he decided to do this and go out to Lucin, there's no competition. You got water rights, you got good soil, you just got to, make the alkali even out a little bit. You got everything you want being a young kid coming up wanting to make your own farm. Dylan couldn't buy ground here in Eastern Idaho. Dylan can buy ground in Southern Idaho. I mean, you 10,000, 15,000 an acre. He wasn't thrown out into the desert. He found a place he could farm, and he was helped. Everybody enabled and helped him to make that dream come true. Not dump him out in the desert. I mean, and it was perfect because when Dylan finally got enough stuff together and he was able to go out there and make a go of it and farm is when COVID hit. So there was no school. He didn't have to go to school. It was canceled. It was perfect for him. It was like everything fell into place.
And I think a lot of people might see the area and think that's not farmland because it's not lush brown soil with trees and crops. But he wasn't farming vegetables. He wasn't farming corn.
And see, that whole area was developed. It was 14 years ago they pulled out. And I've been told it was Simplots that were there. I have never called to confirm that because I have no reason to. But like where the grain shed was and where Jim's trailer was and all that, there's like 20 hookups for water, for power. That's where all the farm help out there lived in their campers in the summer. It's not like this place has never been farmed before. It's just when the last people left, nobody's even realized it was there to go out and farm it. And Dylan has. He figured it out.
So he went out there. The other thing that a lot of people have asked is that he was involved in some romantic relationship with one or more of the men out there.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, and when this all started,
I'm so glad.
we were in such a frantic.
Me too. Me too.
Me too. Yeah, so she can clear this shit up because these are the rumors that dumb shit got started. So
yeah, I wanted to say something. I think she is so cute. Seems such a cute little mom. And knowing that she's that she's 4'11" makes her even cuter. And Jim making fun of her. So since she's cute and she's not 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 that, you know what I mean? Not ugly or whatever. He has to really reach. So he makes fun of the fact that she had breast implants and shit like that. So ridiculous, dude.
No, I totally agree. And I think this was very interesting because, it comes down to do you even address it? That type of thing. And they haven't been addressing it. And I think that this is such a perfect way to do it. She's on the actual local news, right?
Yeah.
She planned out things with an actual journalist. And they decided the two things they were going to say. And if you are going to address it, this is the exact right way to do it. Yeah.
I agree. I'm mad that she even has to, but she's in a comfortable setting. She's not with some shifty YouTuber. Exactly.
Right. And this East Idaho news, which it's East Idaho, but do I have an echo, guys?
No, do I?
No, it's just me. I think it's me. So this is the East Idaho news, right? But out there, that's who they want watching it, right? Those are the people in her actual community. And they have 200 or 300,000 followers, right? And within this going up within the hour, it had 50,000 views. So we have to remember, this one thing is reaching so many more people than even these lies that these other guys are doing, and like the news. So
Yeah.
it's in this one time, like, her doing one interview on actual media with an actual journalist has completely had more reach than anything Doug or any of these other people are doing. All right, I'm gonna put it back on.
And we didn't have the help we needed. We're not professionals at this. We didn't know what to do. We listened to everything. And you know, that information came from a very unreliable source. There is no ground to it whatsoever. There is not a single person who actually knows Dylan that you can say that to that doesn't laugh. You know, it's all that rumor mill started going. And when you're a parent and you're not getting help, you go to anybody, the YouTubers, all of this stuff that we did that's got this fire started. We didn't know any better. You know, we were just trying to get it out there to get help. And so then it's just turned into a circus. And if people want to follow the circus, they can follow it. But that doesn't help us find Dylan. And
I love the way she explained this. I also think it's also sad how she basically clearly blames herself. Like, you know, we didn't know, and we went to YouTube thinking, like, you know, people go on social media, that's what you're supposed to do, get the word out, and we created this. Like, she's owning, like, that we created it because they didn't know. So, but I feel like she shouldn't even have that guilt. But it's such a good way to explain it.
Right. It is.
Yeah. And she doesn't name him or anything like that. And do you guys, I just want to point this in. Do you know the last time she did an interview? It was like a while ago where she said that, like, you know, Dylan was not, and they bleeped it out. Jim and Doug bleeped it out. And so it made it sound like she had used the F word or she had used a homophobic slur.
Yes.
Yeah. You ever heard that? You ever heard that?
Okay, so I wasn't sure if she was just like really pissed and said it.
Nope. I heard the actual audio, and she said Dylan was not a homosexual crossdresser. And
oh my God, it sounded like she said it, dude. Oh my God.
On purpose to make her sound like that.
Oh, what fucking pieces of
I know.
Like, seriously, like, Doug doesn't care about his credibility at all. At all.
No. And so when I tell you I looked and found stuff yesterday, lots of stuff, what I'm saying is, if any of the things that we charged Jim with, there is none of it that I think would be that Doug would say, well, that doesn't align with my moral compass. Right? So we just need to know what we're dealing with. Okay.
Oh God.
And none of it's true. You know, rumors and speculation is ridiculous when we have evidence and facts. So that's what us as a family are sticking to, and just staying out of the big circus all these other people have created that don't know any of us.
There were some questions too a few weeks ago, maybe it was around the 4th of July, where you and Box Elder Sheriff's Office, and I believe Elko too, had said, please don't go out there and search.
Correct.
Some people were saying, well, if it was my kid, I'd be out there searching nonstop. Why don't they want help with the search?
Right.
Can you address that?
So what people got to realize is the FBI and Box Elder have been out there, and they have been gathering stuff from the soil, from that immediate. They have been all over it. They've had more heavy equipment out there. They've had more dogs out there. They have been all over it. You take somebody who's untrained and just think they're going to go out there and be the hero. They're stepping over the stuff that the FBI and Box Elder County are now gathering, and Elko and all these law enforcement agents that are now involved. Us going out there, civilians, we just ruined stuff. I mean, the whole crime scene, the whole scene, we call the crime scene now, was so tainted from the beginning because of how it was handled. Everything that's there needs to be preserved. And I am sorry, you're not going to go out and go walking through that desert and just stumble across my son, because we have been everywhere. Horses, dogs, air, ATVs, search and rescue. I mean, I think we had 6 choppers out there, multiple planes. I mean, we have covered it now. Now that we've gathered evidence, it's kind of taken a different direction. And we need to let it go that direction and not destroy what's left.
Mm-hmm. Dylan's birthday's coming up.
Yes.
20th?
20th.
On August 1st. And what is that like, knowing that, well, let's hope he's here.
Right, yeah.
For his birthday.
Yeah, hopefully he's here. We've had so many people reach out and asking, so that's why we decided to do the seed tribute.
Yeah, talk about that.
So we're going to do.
I just want to pause it here because, first off, I hope that, there was 500 comments under this on their YouTube channel, within the hour, or the first 2 hours. And they were literally virtually all very supportive of Candace and the family. Because that's where like normal people are getting their news from. But eventually, like over time, if you go like down to like the end of the comments, you'll have people saying like, oh, she's showing no emotion. And it's like, are people like insane? Like she's so clearly like composing herself and like holding back, like, you know, she's in like a lot of pain. Like you can see like when her whole, everything's tensing up and like her throat and like her neck and everything.
You can see it, yes. And when I called her cute, like I'm like, she's a pretty lady, but I meant like she's so cute, like a little lady, and she's a mom, and like how much she loves him is mostly what I meant. And because I'm looking at her right now, and I can tell that she's like barely holding it together.
Right.
Like I can totally tell. And also, like I told somebody else this, like I remember when my stepfather died, my mom like didn't have motivation to, like, she could just barely get out of bed to go to work and stuff like that, right? And when my grandpa died, my grandma, her mom, okay, was like the opposite. Like just wanted to get things done, like, you know, make sure, because my grandpa took care of all the bills, make sure to go through his desk and, you know, get all the bills in order. And they were going to redo the roof and the banister on the stairs, and went before he died, and she was taking care of all this business. And my mom's therapist said, like, there's runners and there's sleepers.
Yeah.
In times of trauma, and your mom's a runner and you're a sleeper.
Yeah.
And she's a runner. She's like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to find him. I'm going to do this. I'm not sleeping until I find out what the fuck's happening.
And like, this is not how I would be, but people don't get it. Like that does not mean that because you feel like you would act a different way, that there's anything not genuine about how someone else is feeling.
I actually picture you being like this.
No, I feel like this is very like Midwestern, like hardworking, like farm, like that farm, like when she's talking about Dylan just wanted to like work the farm all day and like be in the fields, and it's like that's not me, but I guess it's kind of like a Midwestern stuff.
No, I mean, like, if God forbid, like you had this trauma to deal with, I picture you being like on top of it.
No, I would be like, this is why we talked about this in Summer Wells, because we said like they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't.
Right.
Because if you get out there and if you are coherent and you talk to the media, then you don't have enough emotion, right?
Right.
If you don't go out and talk to the media, people are like, why aren't they talking to the media? And I didn't blame them, because I know I would not talk to the media, because I'm pretty positive I would be hospitalized.
I'm pretty sure that I would be a fucking mess too. Like
I wouldn't be crying. I would be like full on not showering, not bathing, like that type of thing, you know?
Like, I mean, like,
be done.
Seriously, I don't know.
Right, and
nobody knows
how you react, right? But I'm saying, like, I am not.
And that's the thing, though. Good egg is nobody fucking knows.
Right, of course. But like, it doesn't. I would never expect everybody to react in one way. But you can see, like, she just seems super strong, because I feel like the tension is in like her whole body, and like I can't hold that tears. So the fact that she's able to keep her composure when I would not be, that takes strength. Like that's different. People are different.
There's a whole vibe that you can see. It's like visible that she's carrying all of this in her chest and her neck, and there's about tears about to burst out at any time. And if she starts crying, she's not going to stop.
No, exactly. And you see it like happen like 2 times. Like somebody was saying like anything, and her voice never cracks. I'm like, her voice literally cracks twice in this, right? I mean, like if that's what you want, right? Like, why can't you see it? Like, what is wrong with you? Your emotional IQ, like your EQ, your emotional intelligence quotient, that you cannot pick up on this. But that's what I want to say.
It's about being super biased. This is what it is. It's just like they want to hear bad things, and it's just like when the lady didn't have dirty enough details. She must have been threatened. Right. She must have been groomed. I about fell on the floor when you told me that.
The other person was a shill. The first person who called this person was by the family.
These people are crazy. All right.
We want to do sunflowers because Dylan loves sunflowers. How big they grow. You know, he grew the giant ones when he was younger. So we're going to do those, but it's a little late in our season. So that's why we went with the black ice Susans, because they kind of look the same. And just we've got people from Australia to South America that have reached out. So we'll have Scotty's and Rigby some of our local stores in the Hazleton, Magic Valley area. I have some help in the Box Elder area. We'll put the packets together, distribute them as best we can, and then for those who can't get their hands on them, just plant something for them.
Do you remember what you did on his 19th birthday last year?
He was farming, grain harvest. Yeah,
so he was working.
He was working. Yep. Yeah. When he was younger, we'd do fireworks. I'd go to Jackson. We'd do fireworks all the time. But he was always in the fields. I mean, he was born during grain harvest, and he's always in the fields on his birthday. You'll find him and give him lunch. You could tell him, "Come on, son, I'll take you wherever you want to go." "No, I'm working." "Okay."
Well, I know when there's missing people's cases, in the beginning, you think of every scenario possible.
Right.
You know, are they alive? Are they dead? Where could they be hiding? Are they kidnapped? Whatever it may be. And when those court documents came out that said homicide investigation, and when you've learned more and more that the public may not know, what has the feeling been like in your mind?
Honestly, to have Box Elder switch it and say those words has been a relief, because what needs to be done is getting done. We pretty much all knew from the first day we went out there, and I know people think that's horrible to say, and nobody wanted to believe it, especially us. Justin and I, we didn't want to believe it, but we both know our son, and we know nothing would take him away from his farm. Absolutely nothing. Not even for a day. He had to get the rest of that seed in the ground. Nothing would have taken him away from there. So it was just one of those gut feelings where you don't want it to be true. It's your parents' worst nightmare. But when you have a kid like Dylan and his patterns and his drive and his passion has been there, since he was a little kid, and that's his baby. We knew he wouldn't leave. There's no way. Not just not leave, but leave without his pickup. Leave without his boots. All the stuff was right in front of us from day one. It was all right there.
So what happens now?
We wait. There's a lot of stuff being processed. So hopefully that'll give us a few more answers. There's been some stuff that has been processed that's given us some answers. And we hope one of these two guys talks.
And we know that so far Dylan has not been found.
Correct.
But again, his birthday is August 1st. So they're packets of seeds. Yep. And you're asking people that are interested to plant them in his honor.
Yeah. And like I said, there'll be Scotty's and Rigby. They'll have a couple thousand of them, and they'll kind of be everywhere. And people can go to the Facebook page and request them. And, you don't have to get the ones from us. Just, we've got trees dedicated to them. I mean, we've got people they love the kid.
How have you all been holding up? I mean, it's been 2 months. There's a lot of nasty commenters, people saying stuff online. Yeah. How has your family been?
We're okay. We're the comments, the focus that has come on to, especially me, that was driven by me. I'm the one who caused the fire to get the focus off of the negativity towards Dylan. I'm fine. People can say whatever they want. The people who know me. The people, like I said, that want to follow the circus, they should be ashamed. You're talking about a young man missing, and you are out there pointing fingers about the parents and their past and stuff that's just so ridiculous. I abandoned my kids for 3 years. No, it's astronomical, the stuff that people come up with and want to believe. The kids have been back and forth between me and Justin since we got divorced 15 years ago. Just all of this craziness that's been portrayed onto the family. It did what we wanted. It took it off of Dylan. I mean, these YouTube videos now, all this stuff that's going on, they don't even hardly mention Dylan's name. They're on a witch hunt for the family. So I guess if that makes people feel like they're doing something to help bring Dylan home, there's no sense in even trying to dispute it with them, because they got their mind made up, and it doesn't help any of us.
And you all have one official Facebook page,
yes,
with official updates that you can follow.
Yep.
And we, of course, will continue to follow it here as things develop, and hopefully there will be big developments soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome.
She did really good with that interview.
Yes, I think that was really a
tonight. 84 million.
Sorry. Yes, I thought it was perfect because the number one thing is that she had to say this thing that people, for some reason, cannot understand, that a lot, just because they don't think that anything has happened, a lot of stuff has happened with the FBI investigation, because they don't arrest somebody, they don't name somebody as an official suspect. That's a big deal. Even if you're named as a person of interest, that's below being named as a suspect, right? And then being named as a suspect is even a level higher than that. And it's clearly they discovered whatever they discovered to figure out that it was this Jim Brenner guy, but doesn't mean that they can charge him with murder immediately, Well,
and I'm also glad that she was mentioning that there's a reason why things aren't being aired out. It's a open case, and it's currently being actively being investigated. And a lot of YouTubers have this entitlement, like as if nothing's happened, like they're not saying anything, the media is not saying anything, and we need answers. We demand answers, and the whole bullshit, like we're for the kids fucking crap, and you got somebody on the ground searching when you're not supposed to. Like
So
God forbid they do find anything and they tamper it and they fuck up the case.
No, you know what's going to happen? They're going to get caught in one of those goddamn caves that they're going on. They're like spelunking, and they do not have professional equipment to do it.
Oh,
and
God.
they're going to end up having to, like, you know, be rescued or something like that. I feel like that's most likely.
I thought that guy Ty Corbin seemed like a nice guy, and then the more I hear him talk, I'm just like, oh God, like
he's just to me, it's like it's a weirdo. Like it's weird to like insert yourself like this. But the big thing is like it's just I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't mean to just say, but I don't even understand how you can hear the FBI and the police, right? It's not the family. Like the law enforcement put out a thing saying they don't want anybody else in this area doing searches, right? And what the inference that people take from that is they've chosen to stop searching and not thinking they're searching there and they need you to stay out of the way. Like who doesn't make that? Who doesn't put the two and two together like that?
I don't know. But there's a lot of conspiracy theorists in his chat though too.
Dude, it's so bad. The conspiracy theories are so bad.
Like immediately going to she was threatened and groomed because her details weren't dirty enough. And
oh my God, I had people talk about he was a sacrifice. It's disgusting actually.
Wait, like what?
Oh yeah, that's like if you read the comments, people are full on. You know,
oh my
everything.
God. Well, a lot of those people over there believe in the Megan Walsh situation. So
well, let me explain
there's
to you
that.
why I know when this woman, their special guest was going to come up, right? They were teasing her for like 24, like teasing her for at least 24 hours. And they said this one thing. They said, well, they're supposed to be bringing her up as someone who knew the family. But then they're saying that she came up with some theory by doing some Googling. But like, why would she be any more qualified to Google something than anybody else? If she doesn't know it firsthand, like who cares, right?
She wouldn't be.
Right. And she found something very interesting. She found a company in Maryland called SkinXO by Candace LLC, registered to a Candace Cooley. And Doug is like, yeah, we looked into it. And it's basically like some sort of like escort black market porn type thing.
Oh my God.
Now, here's why I tell you that Doug is lying on purpose, and he knows he's lying on purpose, right? While he's saying this the day before, everybody, well, you know, normal people in the chat start to Google it, right?
Right.
And they immediately start putting in the chat what the actual answer is. But let's even pretend that they hadn't taken the time to Google it, right?
Right.
Wait, is Queen here? Can she share my screen again?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me show this to you because this is what would have taken 2 seconds to do. Hold on.
Okay. I think her interview was really good, and I'm glad she addressed some things. And I'm so glad the comments were good. The comments were so good. She has a lot of support, a lot more than you think.
That's what I call like the normal silent majority, you know?
I mean, because like her whole family's getting like shredded to pieces. Her parenting. Not only that, she's getting threats like, okay, Candace, you got X amount of days to come on here and take everything back you said about me, or else I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, like shit like that. Like, in what world is that okay to do to the parent of a missing young adult or a missing at any age kid? Because you know, like even when your kids get older, they're still your kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, Queen, let this in. This thing. So if you took this, I just did it again. That's how fast I did it. I Googled SkinXO by Candace LLC, Baltimore, Maryland, and you immediately go to, it is a facials and waxing company in Baltimore. And Candace, who is like a black woman, like who's 29 and, you know, lives in Baltimore and has a different middle name. Okay.
Yeah. Cooley's not a super rare name.
Right.
That's another thing.
Right. But it's also like, where did he come up with it being
anything about, like, it's clear what this is. This is like a waxing place. She does like
Yeah,
facials.
it's not porn. It's not
Here she
anything
is.
like that.
Right. Here she is. Here's
And that's clearly not Candace Cooley, Dylan Round's mom.
Right. So everybody, people like did it right there in the chat and put in the chat. Of course, he ignored it and erased it. Right. The next day, when he came on, before they were still like, you know, hyping up this woman coming on, he said something like, well, yeah, and she's going to come on and tell us about this thing that Candace is into, and it might have been, somebody might have found out it was a different Candace. But he's basically said, then he goes, it really works into our theory. I want her to say it because it works into our new theory.
My God.
That this was a real black market type thing. She owed money. She owed money, and they killed Dylan as a message to intimidate her into giving money. Yeah, that's what he said. And he knew that this was a waxing place in Baltimore.
So gross. That is so gross.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's not even, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's really bad. So I think this is great. She has more views on this one little thing she did, and it got to more people than they've gotten to in any of their lives put together, because it's the same people in there every single time, you know.
Jesus Christ.
She came across great. She did great, and she didn't make it about him. She didn't make it about him. She didn't name his name, and basically she blamed herself. She's like, "This is my fault. Like, I started this whole thing because I made a mistake and I reached out for help where I shouldn't have reached out for help."
Well, she should be able to reach out to creators. She should be able to, but you know.
Because you do have to put stuff on Facebook and stuff, you know, like you do have to do some
social media is real life. Yeah, it's the world we live in now. So yeah, she did have to.
Yeah, F32, I don't know. It wasn't for ransom. It was just like because it was like hurry up and pay now type thing. It was very dumb. But the fact that he would say that, and he knew.
There's, like I've told you before, there's such a thirst for salacious, fucking nasty, twisted details, like that, and people like want to like a freaking jigsaw puzzle, like want to fit them in the places like that are missing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that fits our agenda right there. Yep, that's got to be true. I can't stand that shit, dude.
There's making up new ones. Like, there's no. I was even saying to Queen, I'm like, I've been saying this whole time, Candace does not owe anybody $2 million, $5 million, $6 million. Like, that's completely inaccurate. And I was saying, like, but it's like, what is the point? You know, like, I'm gonna get.
Oh, bitch! I swear to God.
And I'm gonna show everybody and try to explain court documents to people, right? Like, about why they're incorrect. You know, it's like, what's the point? It's so obnoxious. I can't.
Oh shit! Did I pocket wrench somebody?
I need a good laugh. I needed a little bit of a good laugh.
I don't think I did. I thought I pocket wrenched somebody. I was like, oh fuck.
Waldo said, "We got breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Look, I got somebody in the chat, and we're gonna have her come on up here and tell us all about what Jimmy Cano over there was talking about her son and her talking to her ex-husband and all kinds of crazy shit."
Oh my God.
I missed a lot of that until after the fact.
Speaking of which, even remember that time that he made that T-shirt of Laura with Laura's face on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So he even did this thing where he said earlier in the live, he's like, well, I got that merch that came in, Doug. And, I got that good merch. Then he came back later and he's like, okay, I'm ready. And then if you look at Doug does this whole thing where he starts adjusting his shirt, and he like stands up and shows the shirt that he's wearing, like his T-shirt, like because he knows that he's gonna do it too, you know.
Right.
Justin stands up, shows his shirt, like wink, wink, and then Jim does it. But then like later, like Doug was like, I didn't know he was gonna come on here and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, you did.
Well, none of that matters now after last night when he said he was going to dox a 14-year-old and allow, and then every time he's like, I'm separating myself from this whole Jim Terry and Laura thing, but the show's going to go on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and he'd promote it and then let Jim run his mouth. And he
this was my face the whole time. Look at that was my face watching the whole fucking time. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is ridiculous.
And he's the one who said that about her 14-year-old kid. And then, the bombshell that Laura's a stripper. Shows you didn't.
What is that?
Fucking keep it up. I've had enough. Keep it up.
Robin, dude, from the Wells case.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's the church lady from the Wells case holding a pistol.
With her fucking
keep it up.
With her
Keep it
fucking
up.
Ben Carson shirt on and shit. It's fucking hilarious. That makes it even better.
Because look, she goes to church and she don't fucking play no fuck shit.
No,
she don't play that
don't.
shit.
About to get pistol whipped or fucking capped, motherfucker. But anyway, like, it's like, I'm sorry, like, are y'all new here? Like you were saying, Good Egg, like, everybody around these parts has been doxxed before. Everybody knew Laura was a stripper. Everybody knows everything about Laura. And
Right.
we mostly know everything about each other because everybody's been doxxed at one time or another. And who gives a fuck anyways? You know what I mean? So,
and it doesn't matter because when it comes out, it doesn't matter. You could have like the really, really dark skeleton in the closet, or you could have nothing in the closet, and people are going to react to it the same way, depending
exactly.
on
Exactly.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Do I
what's
sound
up?
all right? Because I'm on my headset. Because I'm trying to make something to eat. I'm starving.
I hear you all right.
Did you guys hear what I played tonight?
Oh, it's cutting out. Hold on a minute. It is cutting out a little bit.
Oh, is it? Oh, you guys didn't hear what I played?
You just sound like you're far away.
All right, hold on. Let me go inside. I'll be right back.
Okay. But no, I didn't get to hear what she played tonight. I didn't know she was live earlier. I was doing stuff.
I know I must have missed it. I didn't know she was live either, damn it. What happened earlier? Did she said she played it something?
She's coming back up. I don't know what she did, but she's coming back up. I get triggered when I hear people say, I don't want any more drama. Like, I don't like the drama. I'm done with the drama.
I do too, bitch.
Talk about this. This last time we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna bury it forever. Like, I get
triggered. I got triggered with the long cat. I gotta quit. So this shit's making me in a bad mood. It's irritating me. I gotta quit talking about this shit for a little while. Like, for real.
Like, we say it, but it's like, I'm like, it's never the last time we're gonna talk. So I'm just trying to tell people, like, it is.
No, I just gotta quit. I just had to, like this. Like, you gotta give it a couple days because, like you said, this shit'll put you into a fucking mood. And you're like, God, man, you guys.
No, I've been really careful about like never saying never, and like because I'll be like I'll tell Queen and DM like I've never talked about the long case again, and then fuck if I'm not making a thumbnail. Fuck if I'm not making a thumbnail with Will K and fucking Michael Long. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, I'm not making a video, and I fucking trash that shit. I'm just like, no, but. Usually the people that constantly say they don't want the drama are like neck deep in it too.
Right. You have to actually leave if you don't want to do the drama. You have to leave.
Right. Exactly.
I totally agree with you on that. All Doug says is I don't want drama, and all he's done is drama.
Yes. Oh, I just want this to be all about Dylan and no more drama. I'm not in this, Jim. I'm not in this. Yeah, you're in it. You're very much in it, bro.
He threatened me 10 times worse than Jim ever did.
What did you play tonight, Laura?
Conversation with me and my quote unquote husband and how Jim. What?
Oh, you talked to your husband or the conversation with Jim?
No, I had a conversation with my husband, my legal husband, based on what Jim's threatening. And yeah, you guys want to watch it? It's like 20 minutes though.
Yeah. No, I do because I mean, if you were talking about. Like,
oh my god, bitch. Oh, what a good little egg. Oh my god. I cannot.
Because when I heard, I kept saying the same thing. When we heard the clips that he gave from the conversation, it sounded like it didn't sound like a bad conversation. Like he was kind of like he pretended he was somebody else. He's like, how'd you meet her? And he's like, oh well, I met her in Vegas and like like it was all like it sounded perfectly pleasant. So,
yeah, and he said, I met her. He's like, which club did you meet her at the Crazy Horse? And so people in the chat were like, oh, some honky tonk. And I'm like, no, if you don't know what the Crazy Horse is, like you have no life experience then. Like, literally.
Yeah, because Jim was like, what? Like, really? Like, he was like, kind of mad that she like worked at like more of like a famous place or whatever.
Right, exactly. like that you didn't work at some dump. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
All right, if you want to share the link. All right, here we go. Let me mute.
I can't hear it. Is it waiting to play, or am I just missing it?
Name's Terry, and Laura had gotten into some things with some people that was getting real nasty, and that you and Phoenix and Dayton were in possible danger, or your well-being was at stake.
So wouldn't you think to call me, Ron, instead of telling my entire life to some random stranger?
Excuse me, but you're assuming a bunch of things.
He heard it. He recorded it.
I told him you were a fucking dancer. Fucking big deal.
I agree.
That's not a. But he said, so I heard she was a hooker, and I was like, no. The dude was pissing me off, and so after the initial 5 minutes of conversation or whatever, he never told me that he was recording me. Number one, so there's a lawsuit waiting to happen, especially if he's.
You cut out what? Plenty of what?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So what else did he say? You said a lawsuit waiting to happen, and then you cut out.
Oh, I said, yeah, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. If he fucking, well, that's against the law, right?
Well, in California, they're highly against it. But yeah, he played you like a fool.
I don't feel played. That's the thing. I don't feel played.
What else was said?
But I guess I do. I just don't. I don't know what any of this is about, and I haven't been able to even glean what this is even about, Laura.
Okay, it doesn't matter. This man is stalking me, and you played right into it. Okay, so what else? What else was said? He's blasting this for thousands of people. I need to know ahead of time what was said.
If he's playing me,
he is.
Then he needs to put a cease and desist on him immediately, and begin a lawsuit.
But I need to know exactly what was said. You told him I was a stripper. Did you say that you thought maybe I was on drugs?
No. Fuck no, Laura. I didn't throw you under a bus at all.
Okay.
No.
But he's
He
saying
said something about drugs, and I said, yeah, we both did back in the day, a long time ago.
Okay, well, he claimed, I'm just telling you, I want to be prepared for what's going to be said. So, because I know he's blasting it to thousands of people. So that's why I need to know exactly what was said. Don't let me, just like you didn't tell me you spoke to him in the first place, don't let me find out that you're lying. So that's why I'm saying, just be honest with me and tell me what happened. He claims it's a 45-minute call.
Oh, no, because I never called him back. He wanted me to call him back, and I didn't call him back. And then, you texted me, was it last night?
The other night, yeah.
Oh, no, it was last night, yeah. Texted me last night. You talked to him? And I'm like, not that much. What is going on?
Why? I've never made a secret I was a dancer, but why would you tell some random stranger that I was a dancer?
Because he said you were a hooker.
Oh my God.
He said, so she was a hooker? No.
Can I say something? If he had claimed to be a private investigator, why does it matter if she's a hooker or not? Why is that one of the first questions to be asked? How did you not get red flags on this, Ron? Why didn't you just call me? Or me?
That's my daughter, by the way.
You told some random stranger.
I was just going to say your daughter's really smart.
Random stranger that calls you. You didn't bother looking him up. You didn't bother. You put every one of us in danger, including the children, your own kids, by telling some random stranger anything.
Okay, he gave me all his credentials and everything, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on?
But why wouldn't your first reaction, let me speak to Laura, why a PI is calling me? Like, why wouldn't your initial reaction be call me first?
Because Laura is a private investigator. I've never dealt with a private investigator before. Even if he's a fake one, that's the way he presented himself to me. And he said, this is an ongoing investigation. Please don't tell her that I contacted you. And then he goes and tells you that I talked to him. And I'm like, you're a fucking cock. You're not getting another word out of me, you fucking cock.
Dude, he was playing you. I told you, this man is stalking me.
Well, you didn't.
And he can't get Brad because Brad's dead.
You did not tell me anything about it until I had actually already talked to him.
So why weren't you honest with me?
Any of this was going on, Laura. And this has been going on for weeks. Took a look at your YouTube page finally. I didn't care what you're fucking doing.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Hold on. That was the other thing he said. He's like, and he's freaking out about what she makes on YouTube. I said, I don't give a fuck what I make.
Dude, you're taking care of my kids. I'm not gonna fucking however you're making your money, I do it. Taking care of the kids. Fuck. I'm not whatever. Do your thing. Make money.
Exactly. That's why I was like, he did not talk to Ron. That is such bullshit.
No, the thing is, he was trying to get me upset by, you don't know she's making all kinds of exorbitant money on YouTube? I was like, she is? Well, that's news to me. Okay. Well, and so, and he was like trying to get me to like flip on you or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you know what? I gotta go. I'll call you back, man. I'm busy. And it was not a 45-minute conversation.
He claims it was 45 minutes. He's got you. You're something about I owe you money. I said, I don't owe Ron fucking shit. He's behind thousands. I mean, I owe Ron money. So I knew that half of it was full of shit.
On your YouTube channel that I owe you, but I owe you back child support.
I know.
So I'm aware. I'm not trying to skirt out of that.
I know. He was trying to make it out. He was trying to make it out like I ask you for thousands, and you pay all this child support, and here I am making money on YouTube. Like, dude, you did not speak to Ron if that's the story that you're running with. Sorry, dude.
No, he's twisting it.
Because I just don't want any surprises. But like I said, I knew some of the shit that I was hearing was not anything you would say.
Right, so he's obviously making some shit up.
Well, that's why I just don't want any surprises.
I'm not actually sure what he would be using against you.
He could edit it into anything he wants. If he's good.
Well, that's what is that, slander?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking work.
Did you know you were being recorded?
Yeah, did he tell you? Because California's highly against that.
See, and that is, I don't remember.
He has credentials.
Dad, what did he say his credentials were?
He just said he was a private investigator.
That's it?
Yeah, but you said his credentials. He even went as far as to say, check this out. I heard this last night. I was cracking the fuck up. He said that he talked about how we met in Vegas. He's like, and I checked it out, and it's legit. We met at a casino in 2003. How did you verify this, Jim? I was like, you're such a fucking liar.
You guys met in 2003?
You were born in 05? Yeah, 03 or 04. I had you January of 05. Pregnancy is 9 months. So I met him in 04. But he's like, yeah, and I verified. That's how they met. Like, who the fuck do you verify it with? Like, we met standing in line at a fucking casino.
Our meeting has never been a secret.
No, I know. And thank God he thought he had this big bombshell that I was a dancer. Then he tried to say I had an OnlyFans. I don't have a fucking OnlyFans, you frick. So they took some random girl, I guess, and who's showing tits and ass and is like, oh, this is Laura. Okay, how about I show like the smallest penis in the world and be like, hey, this is Jim. Get the fuck out of here. Trying to say I was a hooker. I did all the, like, get the fuck out.
He's also exploiting someone else's nudes and telling everyone that they're yours, which is also not.
He's doing what?
He's also taking someone else's nudes, saying they're yours, and putting that on the internet. That's also not.
Like happens daily on the internet.
It does happen daily.
It's the internet. They can take it down. You can take down his whole page if you wanted to. You know that's possible, right?
He doesn't have a page. He's starting a website that and then he's like, Ron's gonna come on Tuesday. I said, Ron ain't going on your fucking channel, you dumbass. So what else was said though?
Upset that you were money and that your candle company was a front.
Yeah, did he say a front for what?
For you making all of this YouTube money.
Oh my God.
She doesn't even make that much money.
Thank you.
He kept saying exorbitant amounts, and I'm like, okay,
I wish.
Well, I don't know this. I don't know anything about this. I let Laura, and I said, Laura and I were married. He didn't know that we were still married. He kept going, and I was like, no, we're still married.
Yeah, he's making it a point. He's like, and this isn't an ex. This is her husband. I was like, oh my God. So then he's like, he also says, and can you believe she was married to this guy when she had a baby with someone else? I'm like, oh my God, you are such a bad fucking PI.
I straightened him out on that one. I was like, look, and you don't obviously have all the information. And I told him, yeah, we got married after Dayton was born.
Yeah, years after. Dayton was born in 07. We got married in 13.
Yes.
Fucking, I was like, you're a really bad PI because you don't have one fucking fact straight.
Taking the information and extrapolating his own.
Oh, of course.
Whatever.
Of course he was.
Whatever arguments. And I'm like, dude, Laura and I may not get along all the fucking time, but she's the mother of my children. And I called him back last night because I hadn't called him back because I was like, who's this fucker? And then I called him back last night after you were like, you talked to him? And I'm like, you're not really a private investigator, are you? Because you wouldn't be going and telling the person that you're investigating that you talked to this person and this person and this person. I just don't think you're fucking doing that. He put up all the flags. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So did he answer his phone last night?
Yeah, I did. He did, and I yelled at him, and he's like, I record all of my conversations. I'm like, well, dude, you recorded mine. You were. And then I was walking through the park, and I was like, hang on, I can't fucking hear you. I'm trying to get out. I'm off of work last night, and I'm talking to him in the theme park, and I can't fucking hear him. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna fucking... He said, you want to call me back? I was like, sure, I'll call you back. And then I did. The thing is, if he wants dirt on you, he ain't gonna get it from me. Not he's gonna be able to fucking use.
Yeah, but there is no dirt on me. That's my point.
Exactly.
But the fact that you even spoke to him in the first place blew my mind. Like, I just couldn't believe you spoke to somebody who called up asking questions about me. I told you, but still.
Yeah, I did.
Did you tell anybody anything about my life?
If called you and claimed that they were a private investigator.
Then you say, I'll call you back and call me. You're not a teenager. You're 55 years old. Just because some dude calls you and tells you shit, when he said, oh, she was a hooker, should have been your first clue something is off.
It was.
Because there's something.
It was. Our conversation didn't continue much after that, I can tell you, because then right there, that pissed me off.
So just tell me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Well, you didn't tell me the truth the other day.
No, you're right. I didn't.
So how do I know you're telling me the truth now?
Look, I thought he was a legit private investigator. when he put up when he made me question him in his questioning, he lost me, dude.
Do private investigators normally call or do they show up to your house?
No, they call. So again, there are going to be no surprises because if there are, you're a dead man. Just tell me anything that I need to know that was said.
I don't know. What are you looking for?
I don't know. I don't know what was said.
All the controversial stuff is out there.
Some of the shit about me, the children, just call me and ask me. Just say, hey, I have this PI or I have this cop. What?
The way that he presented.
Either way, you still say, I'll call you back. Even my kids know that. Our kids. You don't ever offer information to anybody. Ron, you know this.
Well, I guess when it came to a private investigator, it's, and they're saying don't say anything.
Nice.
Now I understand why.
Never give anybody information over the phone that you have not met personally. It could have been anybody. It could have been someone that was holding me and the kids for hostage. You have no idea.
Oh, you're right.
I'm actually being held hostage right now.
You wish. He blasted to everybody, and now it's on the internet forever.
Well, also, I want to point out that even if they don't believe him, he also can switch the recording and say that you are a stripper now, and that's how you make.
I wish I could strip now. What are you kidding me? I'd be out the Pink Pony.
Pink Pony's trashy. All the strip clubs.
They have Scores here. I used to work at Scores. I'm like, hey, I danced Scores 25 years ago. You should let me dance here again.
They'd look at you and be like, fuck no.
Hey! Meanie.
I can put you on Wednesday afternoons.
Yeah, right? Meanie.
Maybe Monday nights.
Winston, she
Wednesday afternoons.
Shut up. Ron, you promising me I'm not in for any weird surprise.
All right.
Yes?
I don't know what that would be.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know what it would be.
How long you think you spoke to him? Can you check your phone and see how long the call actually was?
Okay, hold on.
You can check time frames.
Yeah, you can check time.
A phone call, but why can't I see my time on it?
I don't know if it'll get for Android. Click on the call. I don't know if you can click on it. Don't click on the name because it'll call.
Phoenix, go grab the I have 45 pounds. Just hit history. It'll show the calls.
History. 10 minutes, 26 seconds.
How long?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, 26 seconds.
Is that last night or the original call?
That's the original phone call, July 19th at 5:49 p.m.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, because you called me right before I had to go on set.
All right.
And I had a set.
Oh. What'd you say?
I said baritone sex.
So it was only a 10-minute call.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Hey,
10
by the
minutes.
way, did you know your
Well,
dad
it's
was
almost
a
over. We'll
bubblegum
discuss it
champion
after.
for 2 years in a row?
What does that mean?
He blew the biggest bubble when he was 12. I just found this out yesterday. He blew the biggest bubble, and he was a bubblegum champ in 2 years.
You saw him a long time ago?
I had no idea. I said to your sister, I'm married to him 9 years. I've known him 17, 18, and I still never knew he won the bubblegum championship. Thank you. And you better pray to God that there are no surprises.
I don't know what they'd be, Laura.
All right.
What would be that I would have?
I have no idea. Nothing. That's why I'm just shocked.
Exactly. So.
But he also said it was a 45-minute call. Nice to know it was only 10.
Yeah, it was only 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, don't bother. Just block his number. Anyone that calls you asking any questions about any of us, click. All right?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
You sound extremely shaky. Thank you. I'm glad someone's got a fucking clue. I couldn't believe he told anybody anything.
Okay, goodbye.
Shut up.
I watched some of your streaming and I was like, okay, wait a second, because I said what everyone else said. I said, if this guy's a PI, then he should know that by California law, you are not allowed to record somebody without their knowledge.
Exactly.
I said that right there is a red flag. I said I would be very cautious of this dude.
I agree. Totally agree.
I don't think I should, tell call him back and tell him this is
No. You have the, but don't erase that, but you have the proof it was only a 10-minute call.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Screenshot. Me too.
Sure.
Just because as calls come in, the call records get pushed down. So let's take a picture of that so you have it for your records.
Yeah, I agree. Just make sure you don't take a picture of that and send it to me.
Sure, I'll make sure he does that.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
I love you.
There you go.
I'm dying. Ron was such a dude at the end when he has the girlfriend and you guys are like both berating him. Like, why did you not figure this out? Like, such an idiot. That was like wholesome almost at the end.
No, Ringo, that's been known for a long time. I've told everyone the story a long time ago. I was talking about my custody fight and a lot of things. But the reason why I'm married, if you guys didn't hear it, the reason why I'm married, well, why we're married is after my custody fight, it was 6-year tumultuous custody fight from hell. And I couldn't get a job because as soon as you pulled up my name on Google, you saw mugshots. So my lawyer had said, you have two choices, change your name or get married. I said, well, all right, I'll change my name. He said, you can't. You're in the middle of a custody fight. No judge will sign it. I said, well, I'm not dating anyone to get married. He's like, that's your only option. So I went home. I was like, Mom, what do I do? She's like, ask Ron. He's the father of your twins. There's no way. We don't even like each other. And she's like, but that is your option. Just ask him. And then I called him and I said, I got the craziest thing to ask you. And he came down to Florida and we did it. And we've been married ever since. Why don't we get divorced? Because neither one of us really care.
That's crazy. I love that.
I was pissed at him last week and I told him, I said, just remember who pulls your life support. He's like, yeah, but I can pull yours too. Doesn't matter. And he doesn't plan on ever getting remarried and I do. But I told him if I do, then we'll get divorced. And if I don't, then we'll just stay married and whatever.
That's too funny. But it was, I mean, I almost felt bad for Ron because he was so sheepish. Like, I know. Like, but he said he was an investigator.
The man has zero common sense. He's not dumb by any means, but he does not have common sense. Zero. Like,
yeah, he's like, well, he said not to tell you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he tells you not to tell. You fucking tell me anyways, Ron.
I am the mother of your kids, the only one that has raised your kids. If a private investigator called me asking questions about him, I think I would be like, let me call you back. Like, Ron, why is there a PI calling me? Like, it's common sense 101. I have your children. They're telling you that your children might be in danger. Wouldn't the first honest thing be, let me call her and find out what's up?
Right.
Like, this is common sense 101, you fucking moron.
But that's exactly.
Now, did you, after this conversation, did you tell him what he had said about calling your son a fat bastard, saying he wasn't going to be able to be on the football team and over his dead body and all this and that? Did you tell him all that?
No, I didn't. That was, Dayton is not his kid. The twins are his.
Oh, okay.
Dayton is Brad.
You don't have to go any further, but I just didn't know if that was his dad. I didn't know if he knew about that call and all that, the shit that had been said and all the stuff you had already been through previously with him to put your face on a shirt and all that shit, you know?
Yeah, no, I didn't tell him any of that.
No, Ron that's exactly what he sounded like in the call with Jim. Like, he's just like, okay, sure. And he's just giving the information. Like, he also, if Jim had asked like for social security number next, he probably would have been like, all right, here's my social security number.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a mother, okay, call your sister and be like, hey, is something going on with Laura? Like, how could you say nothing? Someone calls you and tells you that they're a PI and they give you credentials and your wife and kids are in trouble and may be in trouble. Why would you not tell someone, Ron? Hello? Common sense 101. Let me call and find out what's going on. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God.
I agree with Ringo. Like, he definitely gets like a C+. Like, that was such like dumb man type thing.
That's why I say long-term pot use. this is what happens with someone who had medical marijuana before it was made legal. And now that marijuana is fully legal in California, that's all he cares about. So you're talking about someone who's stoned pretty much all the time. That's long-term practice. Kill brain cells.
And then when the girlfriend jumped on the phone and he's getting like basically double teamed with like women telling him that he's a moron, that was just too much. That was like actually made me smile a little bit. Like I know it's like a terrible situation, but it's with Jim like acting like it was all this bad stuff, and it turns out to be like, it just shows it again. Like Jim is just a failure. Like what a giant fail when it comes to trying to find something on you.
Exactly. And please help me, Facebook. It was actually the opposite. Ron and I have never been together since the twins were born, which was 17 and a half years ago. Brad, Dayton's dad, he was the one that raised the twins from when they were young until we split up. So it was actually the opposite. But like, I haven't seen Ron since 2014. Kids haven't seen him since 2016. So it's not like this close bond. Dayton hasn't seen him probably the last time the kids did. But I mean, I could count on both hands how many times the kids have seen their dad in 17 and a half years. So
that's crazy. Especially since your daughter does seem like she has they have a very natural rapport on the phone and everything, you know?
She has always had this thing with him, even when they were really little. Like the first time he saw her, she knew exactly who he was, and she ran to the door. She's like, Dad, where Phoenix, her twin, was like, who that, Mommy? I said, that's your daddy.
Yeah.
It is? Brad's our daddy. I said, no, well, this is your real daddy.
That's so interesting.
So, yeah. But she always had a thing with him.
Yeah, so great. I mean, all right. I can't. I mean, we knew that he was lying. I mean, I knew that he was lying about the content of the phone call. I could tell. But it's just like, why do they keep setting themselves up for failure like this? Like, why do they keep like hyping up these things that just become huge, like deflating, anticlimactic duds?
Because one, he probably didn't think that I would do what I did tonight.
Right.
Two, they thought that I was going to flip out, that I was going to cry, that I was going to scream, that I was going to yell. And Jim would have gotten that attention. Same thing with Doug. Like people even emailed me, oh, just leave it alone. I'm not leaving this alone. Did you hear the threats I received yesterday? The threats that you were going to dox my child? Okay, so I did it for you. I doxed Dayton last night. Now I took away your power. Now I took away your power for Tuesday. Like,
do you think that Jim actually believed when he was telling you, take down everything that take down every live about me and never speak about me again, or I'll do this? Do you think that he actually thought that was going to work? Like, do you think that he's bluffing? He thought that would actually work?
Yep. Just like Doug thought threatening me was going to, if I didn't remove the strike.
Because that was never going to work. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that was never going to work.
They got the wrong bitch for that, because there is nothing that has been done that hasn't been done to me already on YouTube or in my personal life. Like Dave's dad, he was the worst psychopath I've ever dealt with. And I'm sorry, Jim, you don't even come close to the shit that I went through with court. So sorry, but I know how to handle you. And that's not yell, not get upset, not get mad, not feed him, and just respond to the lies. And
I feel like, yeah, him and Doug are the only people getting mad.
Exactly.
Right? Has anybody else actually gotten mad? I don't think so.
I don't think they thought my reaction was what it was going to be. Like, they expected me to flip out. And I noticed that when I did flip out one day and Jim had this shit-eating grin on his face.
He smiles so much when people get upset.
Yep. And that's why I said I cannot give that. No matter how much he pushes me, I cannot give him that. Like, I can't feed him like that. He wants his ego fed, and I will not do it.
Right.
So I remained calm. I remained cool as can be, and I will continue to do that. But I'm not going to let you lie to me or try to embarrass me, or, I'm just going to keep proving that you're a liar and a con man, exactly that I said you were weeks ago. Sorry, not sorry. Hang on 1 second.
No. Queen, people in the chat are saying that he said the same thing to Zav Girl, like, take down, like, all your stuff of me. But, like, I feel like if he really thought that was going to work, that was just very ill-judged, because it never works on YouTube when people do stuff like that. And the way he did with Sleuth Mom too. I mean, right now he does talk about, he gives out her name and her address and talks about, her like somebody being alive in her basement all the time, but it's like it doesn't really have an effect. I mean, I understand he's just trying to make them feel bad, right? Like, I understand that you're trying to hurt their feelings, but if he really thought that it was going to actually make them do something, I feel like that, I just don't think that was realistic.
Wait, what was that?
Hold on. Did that girl take her shit down, or she said fuck yeah?
I don't think she took her stuff down.
Oh, good. I'm glad she did.
I have no idea.
Yeah, because she cut him off too.
Right.
She's like, no, I don't want you on my show and blah, blah, blah. But
somebody said Tyler quit answering his phone calls too.
He did.
He did.
Tyler did not like the shit that he pulled with me at all. And people were telling Tyler, like,
I'm glad he did, finally.
Not cool. And you need to just eliminate him. Like, it's not a good look. He's threatening people. He's threatening Laura. Like, she supports you. This just isn't right. And I told him, I said, you do whatever you got, whatever you feel.
Yeah, you've been a big supporter of him, though, straight up, even over here.
I have. And I said, but you do whatever you got to do. And I'm glad he chose the high road. I really am. Because, I mean, he doesn't like, he's young though, but he doesn't like drama. And he didn't want to, lose his audience either, which I understand.
Right.
But he just realized that this has gone too far. And, a lot of his subs were telling him, like, you need to cut ties with both of them because it's not going to work out. And I'm glad he did. And he hasn't lost his following at all.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just sometimes they do freak me out when I see like how angry they are. It's kind of like when you think about somebody, like people who like have road rage, and you see somebody's getting like so mad about something, like, but I never ever taunt like a road rager, like I'll never, like when people do things like to kind of, if you like, I'll never give anybody like I would never flip anybody off or like slow down or anything like that, because you never know when that next person is going to be a psycho who like.
I'm so bad about that. I flip so many people off. I'm really bad about that. I need to stop.
Yeah, I never do it because you never know. I mean, there's that woman. That's a horrible thing about a woman in California. I think it was this guy cut her off. Like the guy cut her off, right? Like totally. And
right.
He passed him. She didn't do anything back to him, but she flipped him off, and he took that and he shot it into her car, and it went right
on the 210. I think it was. Yeah.
Her 5-year-old child in the backseat. She was driving to school, and the kid bled out and died.
Yeah, that was here in LA. I remember that, and it was so fucking sad.
I cried when I read that story. Like, so I never. You just. Sometimes you see people being ridiculous, and me, I'm snarky and I'm a troll. Like I'll troll people so badly online, and like, like I will do that.
Right.
Like, I love snark, but sometimes, and you want to kind of like show how ridiculous somebody is, but you never know when, there are people who have no boundaries, and like are dangerous. Like, and I get the thing, like I like the distance, right? Like I would not want to be around any of these people because you never know.
I agree.
Oh, look at this. So apparently Zav Girl did take down all the stuff, but then he broke the deal, and she said, the hell with it, and called it off. The truces never last, by the way. Ever noticed that, Cappy?
Yeah, I noticed that. And it's like, and I'm not saying, this is not directed at Sav Girl because she was one of the first people to have him on her channel.
Right.
But I feel like at this point, like there was this female creator the other day, like entertaining having him on panel after all of the things that he's done, and she was talking about him like she has seen him on panels.
Right.
So I'm just like, how can you call yourself a true crime creator? Like, how can you say that seriously without cracking up? Like, he's not about this case. Like,
I agree.
He's about like the destruction of this case is actually what he's about.
He's all about being verified.
Right.
That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about the case. He cared about talking shit, making rumors, putting down women, insulting people. That's the only thing he cared about. And I had even told Tyler, look, I've been talking to family friends. We need to eliminate every single thing Jim told us. Everything.
Yes.
Just eliminate it and start fresh.
Right? I agree. Thank you so much. Because that's what I was trying to. That's at one point I was trying to tell Doug this. Now there's no point because I think he knows. But trying to tell people like this is not putting up with Jim because he's bringing some information out. Right? There's no like there's no weighing the cost and the benefit. He's insane. He doesn't know anything. You know, everything he says is just totally out of nowhere.
And the local contacts, he got those from the parents.
Right. He didn't get these people from,
He didn't do anything with this case.
Right.
He really didn't. And I'll tell you something else. I heard you guys when I first popped in talking about the conspiracy theories and stuff.
Lord.
When I was playing
God.
when I was playing the interview, I was pretty surprised by Black Dove and a couple of other people in my chat because what I got from that interview was the case is pretty much done. They just need a body.
Yes.
And that I know you guys were saying Brenner, but I wonder if Chase is the one that initiated it. And it was Chase that killed him. And that's why they can't transfer him. And Jim was his help.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, they said, did you hear Candace during that interview today?
Yeah, but I also heard her say some words that were really, really important. And that was they changed the case to a homicide. So they know what happened. And I was thinking if it was a shooting, maybe there was shell casings left that went to one of those stolen guns from either one of them. And I thought, well, that could be the forensics. But even after hearing that, I saw people in chat. I said, guys, she pretty much just said she knows he's dead.
Yes.
And how they know, I don't know, but they're not saying, but she's not acting depressed. This is exactly how I would be. You get through different emotions, but your family's being attacked. This one's being attacked. You have to come to terms with, okay, I'm not looking for someone alive. So we know he's gone. I have to accept it and I have to move on.
Yeah.
And, I have to now fight for this. I have to fight for justice. I have to fight for, getting the evil out of the world, And I think, and unlike so many others that I've seen, I really believe that she is doing a fantastic job. I really, truly do.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah. It's hard for her to deal with what she's dealing with. It's hard for her to accept the fact she lost her son, especially if they weren't close. You got to troll spammer.
I've never seen a spammer this prolific.
Yeah, it's from they're on a bot. It's a bot.
It's a crazy bot though.
So I can totally understand why she is the way she is, why she feels, people are looking at, well, maybe he's still alive. She just told you he's dead. They know he's dead. They're just waiting to find a body. And I was very surprised that a couple of people in chat really thought, hey, maybe he's still alive and it's a cover up. I was really shocked by it.
I think she's basically said that she knew apparently. So she said she knew day one. I guess it just her gut feeling, her gut instinct the first day was that something bad had happened to him, right? He had met with foul play, right? And she said that's why she said when they finally used the word homicide investigation, she was almost relieved because she's well, now things are being done correctly because she wanted to make sure that it was being investigated like that. And she said they've already processed a lot of. They still have evidence that they've processed already and they're processing. There's a reason why they named James Brenner the suspect. This is what I think we talked about this the other week. For them to say that he's a suspect, they have a pretty clear idea. They have a very clear theory of what happened in the case, And
not only that, to change it to an investigation. I mean, I'm sorry, that a criminal, a homicide investigation, that says a lot. That tells me they already know, but they can't officially charge anybody without a body. And to me, it just screamed. I mean, some people may not believe her, but it just screamed that they know what happened and they're just waiting to find a body.
Yes, I think, yeah, I agree. And I think, I mean, and people are also like, you know, sometimes, like, look at what we were talking about, the West Boys case earlier. That is a case where the people have been arrested and they're going to go on trial and there is no body, you know, or for murder. Or there's other cases where that's happened too, like Sarah Stern, right, whose body was thrown over a bridge.
Yeah.
They're in jail. They were convicted and they're in jail for murder. So it's just, I think it takes a long time to put together these kind of cases. And that's why they wrap those guys up and put them in jail and are keeping them there on these other charges and not letting the one guy be sent to Montana or whatever, just because they want to, there's reasons to believe that he might be involved or have like some evidence or whatever. So she knows. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, she was obviously filled with pain, but kind of like that very, maybe it's like from movies. I've never really been to the Midwest, but it seemed like that very like stoic Midwestern, like farmer stock type, like that she can like be stoic, you know, but obviously she feels just as strongly.
But I don't understand what people, Nikki, I was just going to drop a link in Discord. I don't understand why people don't realize that when you have a missing child, you're going to do whatever you can to keep composure, to keep your head on straight, because you breaking down and freaking out is not going to help.
No.
It's just like, you know, your kid gets hurt. Do you cry hysterically with him, or do you keep a level head so you can help him or her? You know, that's what I don't get. That's why I'll never understand why people, you know, judge people from keeping their head together. Look at that woman. I forgot her name, that put together all this info about her son, Ashley. You know, if she was,
she was amazing. And that's and she knows too, you know.
Exactly. And if she was hysterical, she would never be able to keep her head together.
At the same time, and this is why I have no time for people who have no empathy. But at the same time, sorry, 1 second.
Uh-oh.
No, it's okay. But the other thing is, like, people don't understand, like, this has been going on for 2 months for both Ashley and Candace. I'm pretty sure, I mean, Ashley said it, but I'm pretty sure these women sob every day. But nobody sobs 24 hours a day. You know, maybe in the beginning it was 24 hours a day, but I'm pretty sure they break down and they cry every day. And like waking up, it's from the moment you wake up, it is pain and horror all the time. But like, do you think there's anybody in this world who after 2 months literally at no point ever stops crying? Like that's not even possible.
And with Candace, these are rednecks. They live in the middle of the desert with 30 people living in a town. I mean, everyone knows each other. Everyone knows each other's name. What good will it do for her to break down every day? It's not going to help anything. So, and I know after I got past the tears, I would be just like her. I'd want to know what happened. I'd try to keep a level head. I would, you know, try to interview the media. But some of the things she was saying tonight, she was right. Saying that, you know, as long as, like, and I know she was specifically speaking about Doug and Jim, when she was saying that, you know, when you take the focus on us and it takes it off Dylan, but a lot of the channel stopped talking about Dylan and it was all focusing on us. And she's right.
Oh yeah, 100%. The only time they talk about Dylan is when they say, "Oh, let's keep it about Dylan, guys." Like, I mean, and now that Jim's gotten to the point where I've heard Jim last few things. Whenever he talks about Dylan now, he talks about him being a fucking prick. He calls him a pig. He uses really vulgar terms about that sex video that it doesn't exist. You know, like he's directly insulting him. So it's just awful. Curse of Ghost Island said, "Do you guys think it's right for other content creators to bring on guests that the families don't want a part of their missing family member's case. I mean,
no, I don't think it's right at all. At
No.
all.
Not putting families don't want on. No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because I'm not a true crime content creator. So my thing is, like, if I knew that any family member who I consider a victim, right? If their family member is a victim of a crime, they're victims, right? If I knew if anybody didn't want me to do something, I just out of politeness, I wouldn't do it. Like, they didn't want me to talk about it, or they didn't want me to say, I just wouldn't, right? But that's just that's just like my sense of like just being basic politeness, like basic human decency.
I agree. That's the one thing that I had said from day one, like, Jim, she's got a missing child. Give her some slack. Like, she has a missing child. At the end of the day, her child is missing. She's allowed to act any way she wants. And I've said that from day one. But I also have a question, because you said something, and maybe because I never looked, I never saw it, but her being in all this debt, Tyler said that he looked up the paperwork and confirmed it.
Yeah, poor Tyler. He got very, very upset with me when I posted that in his chat one day, and he like pulled up a little spreadsheet and everything. So basically, if you go, you can look up this lawsuit, right? And this lawsuit is this bank versus many defendants,
Okay.
and the main defendant is her ex-boyfriend and his like cattle company.
Okay.
And then she's also named as a defendant, and then many other lenders are, because like when you're suing, it's confused when you're suing people for money, like you might have to sue other people who they also owe money to, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like if you get in a car accident and somebody hits you from behind, and you also have to sue like the person like who hit them 3 cars behind. Does that make sense? So it's like Candace, it's a smaller company that she had some share in with the boyfriend, and then all these other companies like John Deere or whatever. So it's basically bank versus et al.
Okay.
If you go and you look at the judgments, you'll see like there's several judgments, and it says like 2.5 million, like 1.5 million judgment, a $620,000 judgment. So God bless him. Tyler, he took out those judgments and he put them in his little spreadsheet, and then he like totaled them all up, and he says this is what Candace owes. But those judgments weren't against her individually. The judgments, yes, the large judgments, the major judgments are against the ex-boyfriend and his larger company that he was the sole owner of.
Okay.
And then it looks like at some point she makes a deal, she settles with them, and so they came up with like some sort of agreement judgment, and then she's out of the case, and then he kept going, and he ends up getting all these judgments against him. And then what happened is, why they're like so mad is that they then went individually, they went to file for bankruptcy, right? So Candace goes and she files for bankruptcy, and she's able to go through her bankruptcy and complete her bankruptcy, right? Like the discharge of debts, all that kind of stuff. She has to sell some things, renegotiate some things. So that's separate. But then the big problem is why he was so mad is that he goes to file for bankruptcy, and the bank, sometimes your creditors can say you can't, they don't want them to file bankruptcy, and they say no, they shouldn't be allowed to file for bankruptcy with these debts. These debts should not be discharged. Like if you assaulted somebody and you like maliciously hurt them and they got a big judgment against you, when you go to file bankruptcy, you're not allowed to discharge that debt. They could stop that from being discharged because and so there's all these different reasons why you can't discharge the debt. So the bank said, nope, he can't discharge these $2.5 and $1.5 million judgments as part of his bankruptcy because he did not keep correct financial records. And they win. So he's not able to put these major things, he's not able to get out of them through bankruptcy.
Okay.
And he appealed it, and then the appellate court agreed with it. And his big arguments were in it, he tried to say that Candace Cooley was his bookkeeper when they were together. And then when they broke up, she left. And it's like he was basically like, I don't know how to use a computer. and she like took the laptop and all this stuff, and like the court didn't buy it. Like they basically say like, okay, but he owned this company before he met her. Like it's still his responsibility to hold it, and he doesn't win, and he ends up being, he can't discharge these debts through his bankruptcy.
Yeah, I'm with Ringo. Now that makes sense, because like I said, I had never looked it up myself.
Right.
And I didn't believe Jim, but then when Tyler said he actually pulled it up and saw it, I was like, okay, I'll believe that. But again, I never checked.
He just misread it. He just misread it, you know? Like
Yeah.
it was the judgments. We have to realize just because it was bank versus et al. Does not mean that every single one of those defendants are responsible for the final judgments. They were given to certain people. And she went through a bankruptcy and she was able to discharge her bankruptcy, like, you know, figure it all out. Even from his thing, the one little company that she owned with him, it was like a feed company.
Okay.
And he had to sell everything off. And he actually had to split that money with her and give her $25,000. And then she was able, that just went into the trust to pay out her creditors and everything. But his big issue was he tried to go file for bankruptcy because that's normally what you do. And he was not allowed to include any of those major debts. They're still his. And it just went to the appellate court, and he lost on the appeal too.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not against her. Like it's not her owing millions of dollars. But it's like, that's boring. Like I was like, why do I have to get up and explain this to people, you know? But it's like, yeah. But it's like, if I told people, hey, that's not actually accurate, they don't believe me. But if I got up here and I actually showed all this and went through it, the people that were talking, they're still not going to believe me, you know?
I think, and I said this to Tyler, I said it on my panel, I may have even said it on your panel. My thing is, so many people, majority of, I want to say this community, the Dylan Rounds community, just have Jim's bullshit embedded in our heads.
Yeah.
That when something else comes up, it's, you know, we go back to what we think. And even like when she was talking tonight about the sunflowers, I automatically thought, okay, he's definitely gay. But he's a farmer. So yes, he's probably going to like flowers and just little things like that. But because, you know, you still can't erase what's been embedded from day one.
It's hard.
And I consider myself a pretty intelligent woman. And half this community that hangs out in Doug's is not that bright. So if I'm thinking that, I can't even imagine what they're thinking. You know what I mean?
No, I know. Right. Like, 'cause you're trying to be aware of it, but they're just like, no, it's just it.
Exactly.
Lorelai, I've noticed that. Lorelai is on the chat. She says, the trucker lady they had up, their big special guest, the lady claimed her brother was held captive by John Wayne Gacy. And as soon as she said that, we all knew, okay, this woman is a little off, right? Like, no, John Wayne Gacy did not hold anybody captive for 2.5 years and let them go. And that's when she got off. And then people in the chat were like, so did she just say John Wayne Gacy? And Doug specifically said, no, she was saying that it was a guy like John Wayne Gacy, but it was actually trying to say like it looked like Kurt Wadsworth. So they knew, like Doug knew that she had said John Wayne Gacy, and he pretended like she hadn't said that because
Doug lies as much as Jim. They are two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Two peas in a pod. F32, you missed my whole point. My whole point went zoom right over your head.
Yeah, I think the other thing is also could have been from when he was a little boy, right? Like she could be remembering he loved sunflowers when he was little, and they got so tall. And I think what you were saying, Laura, is that if you heard him say his favorite flower was sunflowers now, normally that wouldn't even register with you. You would think the way I thought, but because you're trying to say like it was so ingrained in you, this idea that he might be gay, that you made that connection in your head, and you're saying like there's no connection to be made. It just, you feel bad that it's so in your head.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Because Jim has ingrained it, you think, oh, a boy likes sunflowers, he must be gay. So you put those two together, exactly the way you just said it. But if I never thought he was gay and somebody said, oh, he likes sunflowers, I'd be like, yeah, he's a farmer. Of course he likes sunflowers. So,
well, when she said sunflowers, it brought me back to like sunflower seeds, like which yeah, farmers, with their seeds, but sunflower seeds, a lot of kids choose sunflower seeds,
But also, me and you, Queen, we never believed that Dylan was gay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I guess my mind doesn't go there. So I don't know. I never once thought he was. I don't know. I don't believe shit Jim says anyway. So I don't. It's. I get what you're saying though. You know, it's hard to think otherwise when you've heard that from day one.
Yep.
Right.
And then every little thing, your mind automatically connects back to the things Jim said, and it shouldn't, you know, and that's why I told Tyler it's going to be very hard to just eliminate everything we heard and go back to square one. But that's what we have to. But after tonight, I kind of feel like it's kind of over. Like, according to the family, there's really nothing to figure out anymore. There's really nothing, maybe like possibilities of where his body could be, because obviously they can't find him either.
Right.
You know, that I can see.
But they pretty much, like she said, they pretty much have the two people that did it.
Yep.
They just need to find out that really all they need for them to do is tell where the body is.
Right.
And if that's coming from the mother, then yes, I'm going to go with that. And I said that a while ago. You know, I may not agree with some of the things she's saying as far as the timelines and things just aren't adding up. But if she's telling me that the two people are in jail, I'll believe her.
Right. And I mean, and so basically you're right. There's nothing to follow until it goes to trial, right? Like if it went to trial, then there's a trial to follow, right? But right now there's nothing. And so that's why it's crazy. I mean, I made this point before about how long people talked about and theorized about the Watts case. And that was the most open and shut case in the world. The guy got arrested immediately, admitted to it, was guilty and went to jail, right? Like there's nothing else to be said. And people would just talk and have all these theories and there's nothing there.
I totally agree. And I said that from day one. That's why I never really covered the case. And everyone's like, how come you didn't cover Chris? I'm like, because there was nothing to it. He was guilty. He did it. That's it.
Yep. And he admitted to it. It was a shut and closed thing. Yeah, there was nothing really to like speculate about with that.
Ghost Island, yeah, there was not a major update, but Candace Cooley actually did an update on East Idaho News. It was about 15 minutes, and we played it. It was also on their thing, and she's basically said that stuff has been going on, the evidence has been found, the FBI. There's a lot of things that have been happening.
Well, she said it was botched. Basically, it was botched from the beginning, and she doesn't want. So they said, why do you not want people out there searching? And she said because it was botched from the beginning, and they're basically the police and the FBI are going back through there and getting things that they should have already picked up on or picked up. You know what I mean? So they don't want anybody out there like fucking with the crime scene, as now she calls it a crime scene. So obviously, I'm thinking they know something happened to Dylan there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like they have physical evidence.
I really believe, and it's just a hunch, but I really believe that there were shell casings there from the stolen guns, whether it be one stolen gun or two stolen guns, that were in possession of Jim and Chase, or Jim or Chase, or obviously both of them, maybe two shell casings. But I do think that was the forensic evidence they found, and that they connected it back to the stolen guns. I totally believe that.
There could be so much evidence. There could be footprints. There could be DNA, like touch DNA, right? Like there's so much that they could have processed out there. Once the FBI came in, they would have processed so much of the different possible crime scenes. And she said that some stuff has come back and told them things already, and they're still waiting on other stuff to come back. So.
Yeah, but I think the only way that she can definitively say that they have their suspects without a body would be shell casings.
I do think that the guns are important. Yeah.
Guns, you know, and Ringo, that's what I said. And I was talking until he turned on me, but I was talking to a very close family friend, and that's where they've been looking. And he sent me a bunch of pictures. One, it's absolutely stunning. But two, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. There is so much green, so many trees, so many cliffs on the way from all the way to Ogden. There's so many places they could have dropped him off.
Right. Because it seems like they would have had a while, right? Like at least a whole night or almost like 24 hours.
Well, yeah, because, so Grandma talked to him early in the morning. It was like 6:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was early in the morning, and he said it was raining and he had to get his seeds done, right? So he gets off the phone with her. So from that point on, the grandma called Jim and Don
When did she call them to check on him? The next day, later that day, when did grandma call and have the two guys go searching for him?
But here's a thought too. What if he had a gun to his head at the time and he just told his grandma that and they were already halfway out of town? I don't think anyone saw Jim or Chase in the morning either. Like maybe he just told his grandma that because he had a gun.
Right.
We have no idea. You know, I thought of that too when people were saying how much time they had. Okay, well, how much, you know, did anyone see Chase that day? Did anyone see Jim that day?
Right.
Or did they have even more time than we originally thought? Think about it.
And did I hear correctly that the Jim Brenner guy was one of the guys who was searching for him the next day? That creeps me out. That's upsetting.
Yes. Okay. So Jim Brenner and Dawn is the family friend. Jim was never a family friend. He lived out there and squatted on the land. The family was never friends with Jim ever.
But they said that he was a family friend. The family said that.
No, they knew Dylan. They were introduced to him by Dylan, and I got that from a family member close with, you know what I'm saying, a close family member, and they specifically said we were not friends with Jim.
But they were familiar with him, like they knew who he was.
They knew of him because of Dylan,
right?
But they were never friends with Jim.
But yeah, so there's a lot of open space out there. It's just so upsetting.
But what about Don Hatley? See, the one now, Don, I think they were friends with him or they were familiar with him. He's the one that Jim Brenner went and took his guns to and said, here, hold these for me. Because last time I got in trouble, they took everything and never gave it back. Don took it, turned it into the FBI or the police department.
Oh, good.
Hold on. Oh, as far as Ty goes, Hollywood, the family friend that I spoke to said that Ty hasn't lived there in a couple of years. Ty is not friends with anybody. Ty wants his 15 minutes of fame.
I heard that too.
I mean, I always kind of got that impression. It seems like, you know, there's some people live out there, and anybody who's willing to like then give live updates from the ground every single day, right? Like, I'm not saying they're immoral or anything, but I think it's pretty clear that, like, you know, that's not actually a normal thing to do. And, you know, he's kind of really enjoying the social and attention aspect of it.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And Ringo, I would agree with you up until tonight, because I think that if there was somebody else involved, the FBI would know already. I mean,
yeah, I don't think Don was involved in it. I really don't. If Don took the guns and went straight to the police department, I highly doubt he was involved in it.
Right. And I could also see somebody like Don goes out to look, and it's not unusual for somebody who had committed the crime to then cover that up by
right.
I'll help you look. You know what I mean?
Yep. And okay, so this is what I was thinking. When grandma didn't get a hold of him, they more than likely probably did call Don. Don went out there. Jim was out there. Hey, help me look for him. You know, Dylan hasn't been oh, I'll help you look. And
exactly,
you know, jumped in the car knowing damn well he already did something with him or something already happened, you know?
Right. He was there. He would have been there. Like,
okay. And then she said Chase was not from there. He didn't live there, but his son was a farmhand to Dylan last summer.
Right.
So that's how
she had never heard the name before ever. Like, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but that's how the connection was made. So obviously Chase knew of Dylan, but Dylan, you know, so maybe Chase knew of Dylan because of his son.
See, but not only that, I just thought of something. So what day did Jim go looking? 24 hours later or like 10 hours later?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Because grandma made that call. They talked. Dylan talked to grandma that morning. And then he went and supposedly parked the truck because it was raining. And then when did she call? When was that call made to Don and Jim? Was it the very next day that she, you know, when she couldn't get a hold of him? Because they searched for 2 days before Mom, I think, was called. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look.
I'll look at their Facebook page.
Yeah. Go check the official Facebook page because there's like updates and stuff on that too. But they have like a timeline. It's like an official timeline.
Because I'm saying if they looked, yeah, but their official timeline is not right.
Well, yeah, but who's saying that? You have like Black Dove and these people who are finding this other stuff, finding all these holes.
I have the family friend who swore up and down that they found his second key fob and the pistol the first day they were looking. He swore by it. He said he was there when they came in and said it. So I believe him.
And that was when they said they found it in the pile of clothes.
And I don't remember. I don't know exactly where they found it, but he said that he was sitting in the bar when they came in and said they found his pistol and his second key fob.
But that shouldn't affect the timeline of like when they started searching and stuff.
The timeline said no, but I'm just saying the timeline said that they didn't find it, and they just posted that the other day. And I asked his family friend, and they said no, they definitely found it. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why there's a discrepancy, but that makes me think, well, what other discrepancies are there? And that has nothing to do with Black Dove.
So
That's not me talking to this guy.
Do you want me to put it up, Queen? You want to put it up?
Yeah, that's fine.
I read off it. Okay, hold on.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out because Jim was out there looking. I mean, he really, Grandma did call them, you know, I feel like Grandma called Dawn, and Dawn went out there and was like, hey, because, okay, listen, there was something else that I was told as well, that there was a fence. There was a fence, and Jim had the keys to it, and he refused to give the keys to Dylan. And every time Dylan had to go back to that part, he would always leave the gate unlocked or open or whatever, and it used to piss Jim off. And Jim he has a very short temper, and he gets really irritated with stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I guess it had happened a few times, and they had words about it.
Yeah. So it was the next day. So sorry.
Well, no, but somebody did Kurt's daughter said that she's seen Dylan 2 days prior to when he came up missing. She was at her dad's, and that Dylan had pulled up and said that he power washed his truck. He cleaned his truck for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
F-32, I know that's what they're saying. That's why I'm telling you, this is the third person that was there that said that they found it. I don't know why there's a discrepancy or why it's a secret, but it's the third person that was physically there that says they found it.
yeah, I've heard that too. And they said they found him, supposedly the key fob was in a pair of pants and the pistol was in the bathroom in a pair of pants or in a pile of clothes, or they lifted a pair of pants and it fell out or something like that.
So basically it was Saturday early in the morning that he called. They told his grandma he would call her back, and she calls the next morning, Sunday morning. Dylan hadn't called her back, so she called Dawn. So this is like the next day.
Okay, so we had 24 hours.
Right. So yeah, so it's not like it depends on how late she called in the day, but like it's like the full next day. And then they look on the Sunday. They look on Sunday. But they don't call back and tell grandma that they didn't find him until
Right, because it says Monday, May 30th. Yeah, Dawn and Jim have not been able to locate Dylan, so they let grandma know. Grandma reaches out to JD, Dylan's best friend, to see if he had heard from him.
Yeah. So it could have been like she called. It doesn't say on when she called them on. It doesn't say when they were searching on Sunday. So she could have called them kind of later or whatever, but they don't call her until the next day to say they didn't find him. So there's like a lot of time here, you know?
F-32, Jazz said she went by the police. I'm telling you, this is the third local that said they found it. And I even said to them, why would the official timeline say that it wasn't found? He said, trust me, I was here. It was found. I was in the bar when they came in and said it was found. I said, okay.
Well, like Candace said, this is a very small town. Everybody knows everybody in this town. Everybody.
I agree.
So, you know, who knows? I mean, obviously, there's also going to be a lot of just honest misunderstandings and miscommunications and this type of thing. And on top of that, later on top of that, you also have sometimes.
Okay, but hold on. This says right here, hold on. 90 minutes into the missing persons report and search in the area, whatever this is,
right,
locates Dylan's boots tossed behind a pile of dirt 100 yards south from where the grain truck is located. Okay, and then they said it was 100 feet away from James Brenner's trailer or whatever. So then he obviously he lived close to the grain bin then.
I guess. So this is the weird thing. This is when Kurt called and told us because he'd already talked to a psychic and the psychic told him this, right?
Right. Yes. His kids said he had spoke with a psychic and the psychic told him this. And that's where people were getting confused because he was saying this stuff, but he was not telling people it was coming from a psychic.
Yeah, he believed it, right? I mean, it also seems like he
yeah, I guess he did believe it, yeah.
And it seems like he drinks as well, you know? There's such entire property.
Well, like his daughter said on your channel that he's like obsessed with psychics now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and his oldest daughter, I find her very credible.
I agree.
I really do. She knows her shit.
The pond was drained and searched. Yeah, I don't think he's right there. I think he's
No. I think they definitely. I think if Jim did this, he had time to get him like either in the car or something. You know what I'm saying? He took him somewhere. He took him somewhere.
Yep. And I say it's on the, and I'm with Ringo. It's on the path from Montello to Ogden, and that's where you're gonna find him. And then this guy sent me pictures of the entire area, and it's needle in a haystack. It is so massive with so much green, so many cliffs.
Wow. Well, and I mean, did you hear Candace today? She said that there has been, ATVs, four-wheelers, they had been flying over the top of it. Like she said, there's nobody is just going to go out there and find my son. Okay. We've been searching for my son. We've been looking for him. We've had boots on the ground. We've had people searching, FBI, helicopters, Heavy D and the big YouTubers went out with their, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been searching this fucking area.
Yeah. So I think this is the first time I've read through this timeline, but like reading some of the language here about, they're saying like they took the boots, but the boots weren't processed for another week. And then they're saying here the family was given permission by a box elder to take the pickup truck from the farm without any fingerprinting or forensic investigation. It seems like the local authorities kind of bungled this in the beginning a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Candace was referring to when she was like actually her saying that they basically knew day one, like, no, he's not just missing. It's foul play happened. Like,
It's very wrong. They know their son and his boots for one.
Yes.
Yeah, they knew just by his truck being like the way it was. They said they just knew.
So they weren't treating. It's clear that authorities were not treating it like a foul play right from the beginning. Like not with urgency. And so I think that she's saying like when the FBI comes in, like they shouldn't have been able to take the pickup truck, but people are blaming the family for that. That's not how it works. It is the police's, the law enforcement's job to lock down these crime scenes. Like we can't go in and like make something a crime scene. Nothing's a crime scene until law enforcement says so. So it looks like that's what she's talking about. So she was kind of saying that she was relieved when the FBI came in and started actually investigating what she knew in her heart was some sort of foul play against her son.
Hey, I got a question that I just noticed I never noticed before. And I don't know if any of the family or anyone ever addressed it. Did anyone ever address where he cut out the back? Because that to me, you could slide a body out of there very easily. If you go back, where'd you go? That picture.
Wait a minute. If we cut what, the back of the.
Go back to the picture you were just on.
Okay.
Right there. He tried to make his own convertible.
Oh no, I thought mom and dad knocked the back window out to see if the keys were in there, the gun was in there, whatever.
Okay.
Mom and dad said they couldn't find the keys, so they knocked the back window out. That's how they got in.
But did they rip the lining?
Yeah, she said they just knocked the fucker out because the cops told them to. They didn't fucking do anything with the truck, so they just knocked the back of it out to get in it.
Yeah, I think this tarp is like for the cat thing. But even like you see here, like they're finally logged by the police lab. Like obviously the implication here is that
they should have been doing this. They should have been logging this stuff into
They
the
should have
lab.
done this from day one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, somebody said, so you think Dylan was killed right where his boots were found, or do you think they took him somewhere in the truck or another vehicle? And why would they make him leave his boots? I think that if they did take him somewhere else and either dump him or drop it, whatever, I think they either, the boots were taken off before, or they were left in the truck and he just threw them out thinking nobody would be out there for a while and he could burn at the burn pit or something. You know what I mean? Like they were left in there, left behind or something like that.
Cop,
That could be a possibility.
the cop that I had on my channel discussing the case explained that boots are much easier. I'm sorry, a body is much easier to carry without boots. A dead body, when you
Right.
carry it with boots on, the boots will slide out. The boots will automatically slide off. And that's what the cop explained. I said, now that makes sense.
I mean, I think that we can't know where it happened, but I think it happened right away. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that there was ever a case where, where he was taken to a second location or anything, like he was being held hostage. Like it was because it was probably either like a robbery gone wrong or a fight gone wrong. This guy was probably hot tempered, right? And had pulled guns on people. So either they were trying to rob him or they just got into a fight with him. And then they even somebody said this, that, if he had kept farming because he said he was going to farm throughout the night, right? Because he had to get that seed in.
Yeah, I guess he farmed at nighttime. Well, his sister, there's a post in the thing, in that group, and his sister said that she went out and she worked all night long with him because he planted his seeds at nighttime. That's from his own sister who went out and planted with him. You know what I mean?
And so I did hear one person say, and somebody who kind of gets a little bit crazy, but they did say you would have been able to see possibly from satellite imagery, if there were lights on, if there was lights in the field that night. I don't know if that's true. That was not from the thing, but the basic point is it could have happened early in the morning, or it could have happened much later in that day, but it could have happened early in the morning, and it we don't know, but there would have been a lot of time for them to do something about it, to react to it.
See, my other question, and then I got to get off. I still got to make a candle before I go to bed. But my other question is, Ivo Zdorsky, I would think he must have amazing camera footage around the airport. And I even asked a family friend, I don't understand why they wouldn't, he's got to have camera footage. He's on an airport. He's got this huge land. He owns almost the whole town. Or, there's only 11 other people in there. His camera footage would have picked up something, I would assume. And the family friend said they've talked to him a bunch of times and they haven't gotten anything yet. I'm so surprised, because you would think with all his property, he would have top of the line camera coverage. And I guess not, which really surprises me.
So this is Jim's trailer, and I guess this is that grain truck or whatever. I just don't know why these people are making such crazy conspiracy things about this, because it seems like there's it doesn't need any crazy explanation. It seems relatively straightforward that this guy is the FBI named this guy as a suspect, so they have some sort of evidence that he is responsible for it, and it was out there in this isolated location, and he had basically a whole day, maybe a whole 24 hours for it to happen, and for him to go and try to move the body or hide his guns or whatever. So I just don't understand why there's no place where you need to come up with a weird conspiracy theory to explain it. This seems like it could be very straightforward.
I agree. That's why I said.
Okay, this is Don. And this is the one that turned the guns in from James or whatever, Jim Brenner.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the family. This is the person that they knew. The family person that the family knew. This is Don. So I think he went and got Jim, honestly, because the family doesn't know Jim. They met Jim through Dylan. So I don't think they would have called and said, "Hey, Jim, can you go look for him?" I think they called Dylan, I think they called Don, and Don was like, "Hey, since you're out here, come with me or jump in the truck." And
he would have been right there.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, or maybe called Dylan's grandma and said, 'Hey, I got Jim with me. We're gonna go check things out. We'll get back with you,' or whatever. You know how farmers do."
And this guy is also, he's a known violent felon. People trying to find motives and all this stuff. It's just, it's ridiculous. Like, you know, there's a thing that
Right. He did something with them. Where the fuck is he at? Tell this family where the body's at and get it over with. Come on, man. Fuck.
There's like a saying in medicine and like with like doctors and stuff that like when they're making diagnoses, when you hear like hoof, what are those things called? Like the sound of hoofs, right? Think horse, don't think zebra, right? Like it's probably just a horse. Don't assume it's a zebra. Like go with the obvious answer first. But they're like throwing out zebras, unicorns, everything. Pegasus, like all sorts of stuff. This is terrible.
I gotta get off though, but thank you for having me.
Yeah. Good night.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Night chat.
All right, Queen. I have to go to sleep too.
I know. I need to get off here. We've been on here in fucking 3 hours.
Yeah, but I think we just started really late. I don't think it was that long. We just started too late.
Yeah, we did have a late start. Well, anyways, I appreciate you coming up and hanging out. You know, and chit chat. I will talk to you guys later. I hope everybody has a good night. We'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.